Just seconds, we join the satellite to bring you some of the greatest Stern bits from Stern shows gone by. And here it comes from New York on 97.1 The Eagle.
And you're listening to The Best of Stern. It's Maria Melito with you. It's the free version. Well, going back to the NBC tapes, a very classic Best of. I brought you yesterday. We have more. We had a regular caller who claimed to represent the gay community on the Stern show. He was always complaining. Let's hear it. It is classic Best of Stern.
Gary, give a rundown of some of the things that I've got on tape for the people today.
Oh, we got so much stuff.
Did I pull out some good stuff or what?
Well, you brought in
yeah.
You brought in about 6 or 7 calls from the guy who used to call all the time from the Gay Coalition.
Yes.
But I was lucky enough to, on the first try, find that I remember this being the greatest call we ever did.
Get that in here, my friend.
Racked up right there.
Yeah.
And I'm now listening to the famous Gilda Radner interview.
Ah.
You got a crying in there?
I haven't gotten to that part yet. Right after the calm.
Yeah.
But
building.
How do you bring up Gene Otto? I can hear her whimper a little bit more. And we have Rodney Dangerfield and Joan Rivers.
Yes.
Hill Street Jews, Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island, yes. Go ahead. I got the orgasm lady. Maybe we should play the orgasm lady first.
I don't know. This gay guy was incredible.
This is a great call.
Okay, here we go. Everybody's been waiting for these best of tapes. I've been granted a reprieve from NBC for the week. We still have Monday to play more tapes. Don't get nervous.
That's right. This is not the last day.
This guy used to call me all the time. He was always angry and upset.
Yeah, every time he called, he had an issue, a topic that he had gotten very upset about.
In fact, we don't get good hate calls like this anymore because everybody loves us.
Now, I'm not sure if it's mentioned at the very beginning.
Oh, we hang up on the people who hate us.
I'm not sure if it's mentioned at the very beginning, but we had done a bit, I think, the day before about Harvey Milk High School.
Right.
That's his problem on this particular call.
Okay.
Oh, I wish we had that bit.
Harvey Milk was the guy who was in San Francisco, he was a mayor. He was a gay mayor.
No, he was on the
board
of something or other. He was not the mayor.
That's right. Feinstein was.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was on the board of something or other. Got killed. But the thing was, he was gay.
Right. He was the first gay commissioner. He was a commissioner in San Francisco.
And if you made fun of anybody gay, this guy went nuts.
Well, the whole thing was they named that school after him here.
Harvey
Milk
High.
And they had like 5 gay people in this gay high school.
Yeah. It was like they were having. I think Mayor Koch appointed a gay high school also around that time when we were making fun of that.
Well, it was our gay high school.
Right.
It was the New York gay high school.
Yeah. It was great.
And these kids were sent there so they wouldn't get beat up in the regular high school.
Yeah, we thought that was real good. Like, what did they teach, you know? Bone smuggling 101, you know? It's like Tushy Rumpus room for God knows what.
What was recess?
Well, I remember we were all pretty upset that there should not be a gay high school. That would be like, well, what if there was just like a black high school, a Jewish high school, a white high school? You know what I'm saying? It was just ridiculous. Yeah. We say, hey, if you're gay, you're supposed to get beat up in school. That's what makes you a stronger person. You know what I mean? Not that we advocate that, but it seems to be a way of life. Okay, now here we go. You can't hide forever is what we're saying. Let me congratulate this guy on Gay Week.
Okay.
Well, don't worry. Watch how I handle the gays.
Right.
I'm a diplomat. Hi, is this my gay friend?
Yeah.
Hi. Now, you are one of the more militant gays, am I correct?
No.
Now, you've been calling the station all day. You've been calling the general manager and the program director.
That's right.
And I understand you demanded that they remove the happy gays.
Absolutely.
You know, I would have stopped playing it already, but you're making it such an issue that now I'm forced to play it again.
Yeah.
And and what did our program director say when you told him you didn't want it on the air?
He said he was going to screen it.
He's going to screen it? He's going to screen it. He was jiving you, I think.
I don't think so.
Anyway, what gay coalition do you represent?
Jersey.
What?
Jersey.
New Jersey Gay Coalition? Why am I not picking this guy up here? What is with the damn phone system?
Are you talking directly into your phone?
Sir, do you have me on a speakerphone?
No, I don't.
All right, now I can hear you. You have a very soft voice. I couldn't hear you. Hello?
Hello.
Now, what are we going to do about this? If I played again, would you guys pick at me?
Yeah. Something like that.
I can't believe you take offense.
Just the thing about Joseph Mengele off yesterday. Why can't they take this off?
Well, I don't think either one of those bits was offensive.
Yeah, you should be picketing them, not us.
Yeah, but you should be picketing NBC.
Yeah.
I'm as upset about the Mengele bit as you are.
Yeah. The hell you are.
Oh, I am.
Yes, we are. We're behind you. You see?
I know, that's that
The
idiot.
moment you poke fun at the Jews or the Catholics,
No.
DC backs off. But it's all right to poke fun and burn the gays, isn't it?
No, you see, look. Look, this is what I'm saying. There has not been one gay person complaining about this except for you.
No, that's where you're wrong. I was in touch with Gay Teachers Association.
Oh, you had them call too?
Association. No, I didn't get them to do anything.
Oh, you've been mounting a one-man campaign.
Mounting something.
Because I was wondering why the gay teachers and the gay physicians called. It was you who was behind them.
They're a disgrace to the human race.
Who's the gay teachers?
No, you are.
Oh, I am.
This man does bring up an interesting point, Howard. I was very much against them taking the mingle a bit off yesterday, just for this reason.
Yeah, me too.
Because now everybody...
I agree with him on that.
Yeah.
See, we agree.
Yeah. What's up, bang head?
Yeah, we shouldn't bang heads on this issue. Now, let me say something here. Now, let me get this straight. See, I don't like to be threatened. That's not fair. I didn't threaten you, and now you're threatening me with a picket.
Well, don't play the bit anymore.
No, I gotta play it. I'm gonna be playing.
You don't have to play it. You don't want to
This is
play
a
it.
free country.
You don't have to.
Free country.
It's so. That's right.
See, now this is coming to blows. No, come on, you guys. Stop it. Be quiet.
Be mature.
All right, here is my.
We about to know him.
Be quiet, Al. I'm willing. I could actually negotiate a deal with you right now.
He doesn't have a bone to pick with you.
I don't really have a bone to pick with you per se.
You're bending over backwards, Howard.
But I really think if you polled the gay community, you would find that they are behind me on this.
100%.
Yeah.
You're a pig, Stern. You're just a regular pig.
No, wait a second.
No.
I am saying that if you polled the gay community, you would find that they are for me.
No, they are not for you.
Well, how do you know?
I know. Do you think anybody wants you coming on the air criticizing this classroom for gay students?
Listen, this is what I want to do, and this is what I am going to do.
Yeah.
I am going to play the bit one more time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why. I want everyone to decide for themselves if they think it's offensive.
And we'll do a poll.
And then we're going to poll the audience. Are you willing to accept that?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mr. Intolerance again.
Uh-huh. That doesn't smack of censorship to you?
Yes. Censorship?
Censorship?
Doesn't that smack of censorship to you?
Trying to choke us up, huh? Or smack it, or censor.
Doesn't that? Hello?
No, it doesn't. Why do you feel it necessary to bomb these kids? I mean, they have enough problems already with our other damn reporters.
Oh, wait a second.
now,
Wait a second. Now, you got to keep clean language, sir. Let me say something here. If you're going to use bad language.
That's not bad language.
No. As the FCC has determined that using God's name in vain.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you believe in God or not.
Of course not.
Do you?
Yeah.
You do. Now, let me say something here. You cannot use God's name in vain, I'm sorry, on this radio
Not on
station.
this station.
All right.
All right, that's fair?
All right.
I don't want to leave a bad taste in your mouth about this, but come on, you guys.
Down. How
I'm
do you have
saying,
a conversation
why
here?
can't we... Now, let me discuss this with you. If you tell me this isn't fair, I won't do it. Why can't we play the bit and then poll everyone?
It's not fair. Because you're just doing it to keep poking fun at the gay community.
He wants to be polled.
Problems for these kids.
Big enough more than you can choose.
Well, let's see. If I play the bit, I risk a picket,
Yes.
which could be very embarrassing.
Not to mention tacky.
But I feel, in all fairness, we should play the bit so that the audience could decide for themselves.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair.
Who's the general manager? Dale Parsons?
No.
General Franco.
Get Dale Parsons on the air. I'd like to speak with him.
All right, fine. Get Dale.
Get
Freddie.
Dale.
Get Dale.
Okay.
Who can we tell him the general manager is?
I want to see if he screened that damn thing.
Who is the Soupy Sales? Who's the general manager over at W Light? Let him call him.
Oh.
Hold on, we're getting Dale, all right?
General managers. What's that guy's name who did the editorial on us?
Oh, yeah. What's the name of the guy who owns the gay movie theater?
Oh, dear.
Well, yeah, Dale Parsons is the program director.
You know who's with that?
He's the program director.
Yeah, I am.
No.
Probably another like if he let you take that trash on the air.
Do you need the general manager's name?
Dale left. He's going to be coming back around.
Dale Parsons.
Oh, Dale left, but he's coming back at 6:30. You want to talk to him at 6:30?
No.
Why?
He has a dentist appointment.
What?
I think he has a beautician appointment.
No, why can't you talk to him at 6:30? We'll get him on the air with you.
All right.
I mean, what's the big deal? And I'll delay playing the bit till 6:30.
All right.
Is that fair enough?
Yeah, I'll call back at 6:30.
Now, what happens at 6:30 if we play the bit? Then the pickets start when?
We'll let you know.
Oh, come on. I got to call the Post and the Daily News.
We need some immediate results.
Hey, this could be good for both of us, you know. You guys will get some attention, and I'll get some attention.
We are getting attention, and it's hurting us.
Don't blow it.
Don't blow it here. I'm trying to help.
I'm not trying to blow anything. You're a
What? Now.
You see, you keep using the name of God in vain, and I have to hit the dump button. Now, come on. I know that the gay community believes in God, and for you to be using God's name in vain repeatedly,
That's not helping.
using the GD curse, is very bad. Because right now you are representing all gays.
Huh?
You are representing all gays right now, and for you to be using the name of God like that, very bad.
I'll call you at 6:30.
He's calling us at 6:30.
All right, or we'll call you, either way you want it.
All right.
All right. Take it easy. Oh, the name of the general manager. Hold on, I got it here. What's Andy's last name? Oh, give him John Rocco. John Rocco.
Yeah.
No, it is, really. Hold on a second. Bruce, what's your last name?
Leonard.
Seriously, you want his name? Are you gonna? But you won't call him, you promise?
I already spoke with him.
All right, his name is Bruce Leonard.
I already spoke with him. His name is Dale Parsons.
Oh, that's the program
that's
director.
the program director.
No, you can speak to Dale at 6:30. I'll get him for you. He's at a dental appointment.
All right.
All right. No, I'm sorry.
Sorry you're so upset.
Well, if you took the bit off the air, I wouldn't be upset. Just don't play it. You're hurting us, and you're hurting those kids.
I haven't left a bad taste in your mouth, have I? With this?
I think he's going to get emotional
Why do
again.
you feel it necessary, to make comments like this?
Like what?
Like I leave a bad taste in your mouth, but you give me a...
Hey, I had to jump out again. All right, we'll call you back at 6:30 when you calm down. You're way too emotional.
Getting a 12 head.
You're getting emotional now, and at 6:30 we'll resolve this thing once and for all right?
But we have to be civilized about this,
please.
though. We have to sit and talk.
You know, you're not making a very good case if you use foul language. All right?
There he goes again.
Oh, there it is. That guy was great. God, we used to yank him around.
I'm telling you, that poor man. We probably drove him to distraction.
Harvey Milk High. I remember that bit. It was great. You know, they're having graduation this year.
Really?
Yeah. You know that the tassels dangle out of the students' tuchus? That's right.
No.
Yeah. Gym classes. That whole high school is a big failure. Gym classes, kids won't even get out of the locker room. I'm telling you.
Is it still around? I never hear about it.
I'm not sure, but, you know they don't even have a flag outside of the school?
Why is that?
Well, I can't find the flagpole. It's always missing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not kidding. Wait for that guy to call back.
We haven't heard from him in years. I wonder what happened to him.
I could guess. All right.
That's not funny.
No, I hope he's all right.
Yeah.
I hope everything's okay with that guy. If you know him, he loves everybody. Actually, he said he had one lover.
Did he?
Yes,
I don't remember.
Okay. He's probably okay.
I hope so.
And he used to always call himself, he'd make up different gay coalition names.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't even belong to a coalition. He just would make up different names.
I know.
I used to love that guy. He was great. Let's see what I'm going to play next. I was going to play Out of the Closet Throne with Dick York, but I don't want to do two gay bits in a row.
No. Well, that wasn't a gay bit.
That's true. What's next, Gary?
Gilda Radner cries.
Oh, yeah? How's it sound? Good? It's not as good when you hear it played back. You think it's going to be worse.
Right, but if you explain it, like it's kind of been legend with me, and then if you explain it, you can kind of hear it.
Okay.
You know what happened is, it wasn't really you, it was the phone callers.
Yeah.
That started getting to her.
Can you tell she's crying on the tape?
Towards the end, you can... Sorry. It's kind of weird because you
It's not as good as Patrick Swayze crying on Barbara Walters.
But you guys really didn't do anything, and you could see, actually, what's funny is Robin laughing at her crying.
Oh, I don't laugh.
It's just funny.
Well, you know why she was laughing? She was making us nervous.
I know. Well, Robin was like, maybe we ought to move this along, and it was like a nervous laugh.
Do you think we gave her cancer, Gilda Radner? I mean, for God's sakes, I mean, I think what happened was that she was
went
sick.
to the hospital right after.
Yeah, I think that what happened is that she didn't know she was sick.
Yeah.
And I think that she got tremendously, paranoid when she was in there with us.
Well, I think it was the hormonal thing, like the cancer can play havoc with your hormones.
Or something, because we didn't know she was sick.
I mean, all we had to do was mention Gene Wilder, and she would go crazy.
Well, in fact, she wasn't even sick at that point, because she hadn't even married Gene Wilder yet. Had she?
Well, she probably had it growing in her and didn't know it.
Yeah.
See, what happened was you told the listeners that Gilda Radner was going to answer sexual questions like Dr. Ruth, so they just wouldn't stop.
Oh, really? And she freaked.
Yeah.
But she was freaking before that.
Yeah, she was
there's
freaking.
the backstage, behind the scenes stuff you couldn't hear and see.
All right, rack that up. I want to hear that next. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to a man who could cure cancer. He just doesn't feel like it. Howard Stern. It's the best of Stern on 97.1 The Eagle.
It's 6:13 at the Eagle. I'm Les Colinas checking Eagle weather. Mostly cloudy with a 70% chance of showers or thunderstorms. More of the same at least through Saturday. High today 86. Right now 72 at 97.1 The Eagle.
This Eagle traffic report brought to you by Discount Tire Company. Specializing in the sale of all brands of tires and wheels with excellent service, all at the best prices.
The Basement presents Non-Stop Rock. It's a Labor Day bash this Saturday and Sunday with 24 hours of live music, 2 p.m. until 2 a.m. both days. This is the Eagles' T.C. McGuire, and I want to party with you Sunday night from 10 to midnight. You'll register to win a night on the town, including Aerosmith tickets and dinner at Simply Fondue. Enter the Hot Legs contest. Ladies only, please. $100 the first prize. And I'll give away tons of Eagle prizes provided by Don't Wreck Your Life campaign. It's at the Basement Sunday night with me, TC, from 97.1 The Eagle. See you there.
All units, code 503, stolen vehicle.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Okay, now everybody on the floor.
Head out on the freeway.
Millionaire Dalton Voss's daughter is being held hostage.
Oh, this is just what I needed.
And hang on for the ride of your life.
A high-speed chase is now in progress.
Don't drive so fast.
Don't drive so fast. What are you, mad?
In the high-speed action comedy The Chase, now on home video.
You are really starting to get on my nerves.
You can't just kidnap somebody and expect them to be cute and nice.
Charlie Sheen and Christy Swanson star in the movie critics are calling fast, wild, and funny.
How much do you want? $50,000. $50,000? You're a billionaire. That's pathetic.
Roger Ebert calls The Chase slick and charming.
You can only imagine the horror young Natalie Voss is experiencing right now.
God, this is so romantic.
The Chase. Rated PG-13 from Fox Video. Available at all participating Albertsons locations.
And we're back with car phone call-in. Caller number 2, you're in your car and on the air. What's your name and where the heck are you?
Bob, this is Robin.
Hey, Rockin' Robin, what's your problem?
Me? I don't have a problem. It's that jerk in front of me in the red convertible.
Oh, what did he do, front end you?
No, it's that car of his. Every light it stalls, it hesitates. I can hear it knocking way back here. And he drives like an idiot.
You mean he's losing power?
That's what I said.
Sounds like a dirty fuel system. Slick 50 fuel system formula. Fix that right up.
Don't tell me. Tell him.
You think he'd hear me?
Oh, he'll hear you. Slick 50 fuel system formula. Bonehead, turn up your radio. Tell him what it does, Bob.
Well, sir, if you're listening, it cleans your entire fuel system, tank to tailpipe, all that gunk that gas and oil leave behind.
Leading fuel treatment doesn't do that, does it, Bob?
No, Slick 50's 10 times stronger.
Helps restore lost power performance.
Yep.
One treatment lasts 3,000 miles.
You got it.
You hear that, Sam? Good, I heard. You win. All right, tonight you watch the kids. I go bowling.
Slick 50 Fuel System Formula is available at Western Auto and Ace Hardware.
Welcome back to Amazing Abilities. Today we have John Osborne.
Hello.
John, what's your amazing ability?
I can tell the ingredients of any food with one taste.
What are you doing?
Limbering up.
Well, whenever you're
ready.
Okay, first try this Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Well, there's definitely cream. Pure fresh cream. Okay, sugar. This Haagen-Dazs is delicious.
And now, the competition.
Okay. Cream, sugar. Oh, wait. Something else. There's something very different about this one. Aha! It's a combination of guar gum and seaweed.
Seaweed? The competition uses seaweed in their ice cream?
I'm guessing it's from somewhere near the lower Mississippi.
The label says it's all natural.
Bottom-floating plant life doesn't come from a lab.
Amazing. Well, we're out of time. Tune in next week, folks. That's a wrap. So, John?
Yes?
How did you really figure out the competition uses seaweed?
It's on the label.
Oh. Totally natural, totally pure. Haagen-Dazs. It's better than anything.
I can tell you about the great taste of Samuel Adams Boston Lager in one word. Reinheitsgebot. I'm Jim Cook, brewer of Samuel Adams. And if your German's a little rusty, let me explain. Reinheitsgebot is the German beer purity law which says that beer can only be made from the 4 classic ingredients: water, yeast, malt, and hops. No additives, adjuncts, or preservatives. This law proves Germans care about the taste and quality of the beer they drink. Samuel Adams was the first American beer both to pass this purity law and be imported into Germany. And now, the same robust, hearty taste that has made Samuel Adams the best beer in America has made Samuel Adams the best-selling American beer in Germany. So if you want a great tasting beer that meets the high standards of the great German beer meisters, just say Samuel Adams. It's easier than Reinheitsgebot.
You're listening to the best of the Howard Stern Show on 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with a man whose wife would never cut off his private parts with a butcher knife because a nail clipper would do the job just fine. Howard Stern.
Hey, you're listening to Classic Best of Stern as we enjoy Howard's NBC tapes. Well, Gilda Radner was a guest on Howard's show, and she left kind of unhappy. Here's how it went on Classic Best of Stern.
All right, let me play Gilda Radner.
Oh.
So people don't get angry with me.
I haven't heard this in years.
Yeah, all right. See, we're picking up, what, about mid-interview here?
No, this is getting towards the end.
Okay,
It's
good.
like the last 6 or 7 minutes.
So we've been talking a while. Let me set this whole thing up. We've been talking to Gilda for a while on the air, and I realized that the woman is just hating me. She keeps accusing me during the commercials of pretty much sabotaging the interview, and I'm like, but Gilda, we like you. And she's like, oh, yeah, right, yeah, you like me.
Like Hinckley, like Jodie Foster.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you said, what you said?
What did I say?
You told Gilda you would shoot Reagan for her.
Yeah, I was kidding around.
You know what seemed to be...
She says, oh, you like me like Hinckley likes Jodie Foster. And I was like, what? I go, and then I was kidding around trying to get her to lighten up, but forget about it.
What seemed to be really upsetting her was that I think 3 or 4 times during the interview you mentioned what was already pretty much common knowledge, that Gene Wilder was a boyfriend. And every time you mentioned it, she'd go, stop, just stop.
I can't mention this. He'll go crazy. I don't know what he'll do. And a week later, she married him. I'm like, what in the world is this?
She knew what was going on. All right. Here we go. Make sure I get this right.
Gilda Radner's here. She wants to take phone calls.
Please. Save her.
Yeah, and we kept saying stuff like, yeah, save her, but we didn't even know what we were saving her from.
Right, we didn't know why she was so upset.
We just figured, well, I guess we just upset people, which I guess we do.
How you doing?
I don't hear them.
How you doing?
Yeah. Phone's broken.
You think these listeners are any better than me?
I hope so.
They're all a bunch of idiots.
See, it's difficult to tell if you haven't heard the first half of the interview, but her voice is wavering quite a lot.
Yeah, you can tell it's almost gone.
Like she's whimpering here because at the beginning she was like very peppy.
Yeah, right. Hi, how you guys doing?
And she's like, I'll take a call.
Please.
Hello?
Yeah, I'd just like to know if how many men Gilda's been with.
How many men Gilda's been with?
Yeah.
I bet you, besides Gene, at least 10. What do you say, Gilda? Come on.
Robin's going, yeah.
I'm trying to lighten things up.
Like, hey, isn't this funny?
But it wasn't working.
It was a noble try, though.
Oh, boy.
You don't want to answer that?
I'd like to change the premise to non-sexual questions.
Non-sexual questions.
Thank you for your question.
Wait a second. I think that's a legitimate question.
I won't let it go. You know me.
Oh, boy,
I'm always
Howard.
thinking ratings. I'm like Barbara Walters.
Every woman should be proud with how many men they've been with. You're on the air with Gilda.
Yes, who's this?
Who do you think it would be? What show is this?
And this really upset her when I yelled at the listeners.
Yeah,
That even got her crazy. Like she thought I was like some kind of Nazi.
When you started screaming, she really thought, well, I've got to get out of here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She hasn't started crying yet, though, right? I mean, she's almost there. The tears are welling.
Somebody actually makes a legitimate phone call. She recovers, but then quickly loses it again.
Okay. Every day at 4 o'clock. Who would it be? You're on the air with Gilda.
Yeah, how you doing, Howard?
Yeah.
How you doing? I've been trying to get in touch with you for the past year or so.
You speak great English. We can all understand you.
Well, I got a call, and I'm trying to get in touch with you.
Well, why don't you call John Gambling on WOR? You're on the air with Gilda. Gilda Radner.
I was a lot angrier back then. I've mellowed since then.
Considerably.
Yeah, I actually talk to people. I don't hang up on them that much. Unless they're total slime.
You have a question for Gilda? Quick.
No, I mean, a guy calls in with a call. You can barely understand him. I got a big
but
story
he's been
here.
trying for months, Howard.
Big dummy. You're on the air with Gilda.
I just want to add,
He hung up himself.
The phone segment's going off.
It was making us nervous because Gilda wasn't saying a word, like not joining in on the fun. We were having fun. I think she was one of those people who said, hey, these are my fans, and I don't want them yanked around.
Yeah, I think that was part of it, that she thought we were abusing her fans and that she was going to get blamed for it.
No, something, man. Something wacky was going on there.
You're on the air for Gilda Radner, star of
yeah, how often does Gilda have sex a week?
How often does Gilda have sex a week? She doesn't want to answer sex questions.
Oh, okay. Gilda has sex a week?
You're on the air with Gilda.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay.
This Howard Stern? I can't believe it. You're dynamite. You really are.
Okay.
Do you have a question for Gilda Radner?
Yes, I do.
What is
Good. Yeah, here you go, Gilda. Don't get depressed. Here comes the question. Go ahead.
Okay, two things.
I told you the listeners know better than I am. And these are the people who are going to come to your book signing. You better wear something protective. Go ahead.
Okay, first I want to say, Gilda, I think you're the greatest.
Thank you.
And also...
Voice is almost gone.
She's so far away from the mic. You're like, she's up against the wall.
Yeah. You figure, she was hanging around with Belushi and stuff. She'd have a good sense of humor at Chevy Chase and those guys. And Dan Aykroyd.
I don't know.
Sometimes comics are, or comic actresses types. You know what I mean? It's like they're not comedians. They're like comic actresses.
Yeah.
They have like this whole sense of morality and like, I don't know, it's like a real kooky thing. I can't explain it. I hate to typecast everyone, but it's like Gilda and even those girls from SCTV, they're sort of like that too.
Yeah, they think more of themselves. It's like a Jane Curtin kind of an attitude.
Yeah, it's almost like Jane Fonda would have more of a sense of humor than a Jane Curtin or Gilda Radner. Mm-hmm. Like they're not really funny people. They just have an ability to be handed a script and be funny in a script.
Right. If you had Jane Curtin in the studio, you wouldn't expect to get a funny interview out of her.
Yeah, I'd almost imagine that between Jane Curtin and Gilda Radner, every week on Saturday Night Live, they probably spent about a good week convincing them to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like you probably had to actually convince them to do stuff.
Because it was only acting to them. They didn't write the stuff. It didn't come out of them.
So their whole temperamental thing would be like, I don't want to do this. This isn't,
this isn't me.
Yeah, this isn't right.
My character.
All right.
They're the kind of people who would know what Rosanna Dana would say.
Yeah. So, I mean, they would have the whole thing worked out and what my character says.
But they couldn't write it or create it.
Okay. So that's what we were dealing with.
Yeah.
I want to know two things. Would you consider doing a skit on this new Saturday Night Live?
Absolutely would not.
Because you two would be so dynamite together.
With who?
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Eddie Murphy's no good. He's not in the same class as Gilda.
See, I was trying to make her feel good.
Yeah, but that didn't help either.
No, I tried to say, hey, you're better than Eddie Murphy. Yeah, like, right.
He's the best thing to come along since the original.
I don't want to see Gilda on Saturday Night Live anymore.
You don't want to do Saturday Night Live.
She's already been on the good Saturday Night Live. She's not going to go on the bad one they have now. Go ahead, Gilda. You answer if you want to. But I think I've taken.
I thought that would be humorous and get her talking.
But she didn't say a word.
Is this where she goes really into a funk?
Well, now it's time for her to leave, and it's just getting a little wacky.
Nervous. Yeah, Yeah, I finished it. Gilda's not going on Saturday Night Live with those humps. All right?
Not now.
Not now. Never again.
Because I remember, like, looking over at her at this point, and the tears are welling up in her eyes.
I don't want to see her on that. Well, Gilda, fascinating having you here.
Thank you. Are you going to survive this?
Did you have a good time?
Yes, I just want to say that I'll be at B. Dalton, 7 o'clock tonight in the Village without Howard.
Without me. I don't think she's ever going to want to see me again, honestly.
But if you need protection,
I
he's good to have around.
I thought you'd really like me. Did you have fun? No.
It was pretty scary.
It was scary?
Yeah.
You're kidding. Do I scare you? I do? I'm a dangerous man. Well, I continue to be a big fan of yours. And your new book, Rosanna Dana, is very funny. Hey, Get Back to Work, published by Pocket Books. And everyone's going to be down at the signing tonight. And we're all going to buy it. How much is it?
$4.95.
Hey, come on. These people are busy trying, and like she's just
I
a
know,
wreck.
and I'm laughing because this has really gotten to be pathetic.
Yeah, well, you're trying to make it kind of frivolous.
Yeah, because she's really bummed out, and I'm just saying, gee, maybe if I'm trying to show her this is all in fun.
See, I kind of remember that it doesn't sound as bad as what was really going on.
Yeah.
She was in tears.
On Cabbage Patch Dolls, you could swing $4.95 for Gilda. All right, we'll see you down there tonight. Gilda Radner, WNBC.
If you notice, it was just like Gilda Radner, WNBC, and there's no goodbyes or anything.
But wait a minute, you don't realize, you don't remember that she was already up and walking out.
Yeah,
before we even
goodbye.
got to say goodbye. She was behind the console. She walked behind the console. She wouldn't even come around the console where you were sitting.
And she banged her head on the speaker.
Yeah, the television.
Yeah.
She hit the television.
I remember she went so out of her way not to come near me that she banged her head on this overhanging thing, the TV set.
Because she was like crawling over wires and stuff to get out of there.
I know it doesn't sound as good as we're explaining it, but that was really what was going on.
Because as soon as she said, I'll be at B. Dalton, blah, 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 she was up and out.
Yeah.
And crying as she went.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. It was pretty frightening. We could have, if you hear what we're saying, we're only saying nice things.
Nice things, yeah.
Okay, your book's great. Come on, the book really blew. We were being really nice about it. It was lying through my teeth just to get her to smile. I felt kind of bad that it was such a bad interview.
But you did that. You asked the question. She just never answered any.
To lighten things up, let me do the orgasm call next.
Yeah.
And then maybe we should do a Mr. Ed thing from the old days.
Okay.
All right, and maybe I'll introduce you to that astrology girl, Gary. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to Talmudic scholar Howard Stern.
It's 6:29 at 97.1 The Eagle. I'm Les Colinas. Checking the weather forecast, which calls for mostly cloudy skies and a 70% chance of showers or thunderstorms. High today, 86. Right now it's 72 at 97.1 The Eagle. Checking traffic. An accident with injuries in Dallas northbound I-35 Stemmons Freeway at Continental. It's a multi-car wreck in the two right lanes. That's creating a delay past Woodall Rogers. Fort Worth, nothing going on. And Louisville, an accident with injuries southbound I-35 Stemmons at FM 3040 Round Grove Road. Police say there's an overturned car there. That's traffic for Huggins Mitsubishi on 97.1 The Eagle.
Performance and exhilaration, the all-new 95 Eclipse at Huggins Mitsubishi, Northeast Loop 820, Grapevine Highway.
How about 2 tickets to see Aerosmith at Coca-Cola Starplex for October 3rd, along with dinner for 2 at Simply Fondue? Sound cool? How about one of the new Eagle t-shirts, Pure Rock CDs and cassettes, rock videos, Eagle koozies and tattoos? I bet you want a lot of that stuff. This is the Eagles' Brad Baxter. Those are just some of the prizes I'll be giving away every 10 minutes today from 1 to 3 p.m. at Best Buy, 1330 Townies Boulevard in Mesquite. Stop by. We're going to feed you, too. We've got free Mr. Jim's Pizza and Ice Down West End beverages. You can also pick up the new Howard Stern bumper stickers. I'm sure you want to get one of those on your car as soon as possible. It's happening today from 1 to 3 p.m. Best Buy, 1330 Townies Boulevard in Mesquite with 97.1 The Eagle.
Tonight, they tore up the countryside with a vengeance right out of the Bible.
The new film from Oliver Stone.
There's no escaping here.
Meet Mickey and Mallory Knox. They're the most vicious.
Me and my wife's pretty sick.
Most deranged.
You make every day feel like kindergarten.
Most popular serial killers in history.
What do you think of Mickey and Mallory, huh? They're hot. Best thing to happen to mass murder since marriage.
But with ratings like this.
What are you
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Who's gonna pull the plug?
Till death do us part.
Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis, Robert Downey Jr., and Tommy Lee Jones.
Immobilized man, I'm on the way.
Natural Born Killers.
Come on.
Featuring music by Nine Inch Nails, James Addiction, Peter Gabriel, L7, and Rage Against the Machine.
They're hot. Totally.
Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parents.
You've been watching. You've been waiting. You've been listening. Now, this Sunday, the big event is here. It's Fox NFL Sunday. Join Terry Bradshaw, Jimmy Johnson, Howie Long, and James Brown for a breakthrough hour of pregame information and entertainment. Coverage begins at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. There's never been a show like it before. Then, history will be made again as Fox Sports brings you the premiere of regular season NFL football. It's a classic NFC East battle as Randall Cunningham returns to the Philadelphia Eagles to battle rushing Rodney Hampton and the New York Giants. It's a Fox NFL doubleheader. The Eagles take on the Giants at 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific, followed by the Dallas Cowboys versus the Pittsburgh Steelers at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. Fox NFL Sunday, same game, new attitude.
Don't miss the premiere of Fox NFL Sunday, starting Sunday at 11 a.m. on KDAF Fox 33.
I've been a big fan of Snapple for over 20... How many years have I been a big fan of Snapple, Rob?
Well, I don't think you've been into Snapple as long as you've been married, so I'd say about 15.
15 years. And actually...
You met Snapple before your lovely bride?
No, I did not. I met Snapple right after I got married. So it's been about 15 years.
That's what I just said.
You're absolutely right. You know how long I've been in a relationship with Snapple more than I do. Ever heard of Snapple? I can't imagine that you haven't.
Not at this point.
You know, it's that
At
natural...
one time, that might have been a case.
Maybe you don't know what it is, but it's a natural beverage that's sweeping the country. And this isn't your everyday natural beverage either. Snapple's got it all. Great taste. So many different products like iced teas, fruit juices, fruit drinks, sodas, and sports drinks. The whole deal. And it really is on the tip of everybody's tongue, literally. No pun intended. People are just going on and on about it. The outrageous number of flavors and the fact that it's all natural and has no artificial flavors or preservatives. I think you get the idea of what this is.
You know how you don't want to listen to those other radio shows once you hear this show? You hear the original?
Right.
That's the way it is with Snapple. You might have thought you were drinking some natural soda, some colorless, preservative-less soda before, but once you taste Snapple, the originator...
You never want to go back.
That's right.
I agree with that analogy. All right, Snapple iced teas.
I have my theories.
Real fruit flavors like orange, lemon, raspberry, and peach. Pink lemonade, kiwi, strawberry, fruit punch, and other tongue-pleasing flavors. I love Snapple so much. I think it's a delicious, delicious drink. It's a fantastic drink. Anyway, this stuff is really tasty and good for you, too. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth. It's Snapple tea, fruit juices, fruit drinks, soda, sports drinks, the whole deal. It's really good stuff.
She was Starlet of the Year in 1992, Female Performer of the Year in 1993. She stars in hundreds of top current adult films, and she wants to meet you, the one and only Ashlyn Gear, appearing at After Hours Video in Garland. 2 days only. This Friday and Saturday, Miss Gear will be there for pictures and autographs. Buy any Ashlyn Gear title at After Hours Video, and Ashlyn will autograph it free. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime chance to meet her in person this Friday and Saturday at After Hours Video, 2528 West Walnut in Garland. And while you're there, check out After Hours' huge selection of over 2,500 videos, CD-ROMs too. Come meet Ashlyn Gear Friday night between 6 and 10, or Saturday from 1 to 5. It all happens at After Hours Video, 2528 West Walnut, near the corner of Shiloh and Walnut in Garland. After Hours Video, open 7 days a week. For more information, call 276-0893. After Hours Video.
6:35 at 97.1 The Eagle.
With the Howard Stern Show. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
And we're back with classic Best of Stern as we enjoy Howard's old NBC tapes. We got a great mix now of some vintage Stern bits, a call to a lady who wrote a hate letter, a dialogue in Jive Talk, and a rap on one of the other DJs on the station. NBC tapes on classic Best of Stern.
Let's get to the next tape and then do the news.
All right.
Because people do want to hear these tapes, and we're running out of time.
Okay.
This is a tape. Let me see what this is.
This is... Okay, this is the orgasm moment. I remember this being real funny. I haven't heard this since we left NBC.
She was like a grandmother, I think.
Yeah, and every time I said the word orgasm, I think she'd written us a letter.
Yeah.
And she said that I used foul language, and whenever I mentioned orgasm, it was very bad.
Yeah.
Do you still have sex?
Well, I hope so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. I got to rewind it. No problem. Stern's got it all under control. Here we go. Do you still have sex? Oh, that's the beginning.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, I do.
You have a husband, right?
I have a wonderful husband.
And he gets it on with you, right?
Yeah.
And you have orgasms.
Oh, God, you expect me to say that?
I'm saying, well, we hope you do. We're all adults here, for goodness sakes.
You don't talk like that in front of other people.
Oh, sure you do. Believe me, all these sex therapists and things. Orgasm.
Oh, what does your mother say when she hears you talk like that?
She has an orgasm. Oh, that's the whole tape?
Oh, he does.
Let me Jive talk to you. Maybe that'll help. Oh, this is a different tape now.
Yeah, he only gave you that much of it.
That's all I had on this tape. Maybe that's all he had. Let me see what this is. Hey, what it is, man?
Yo, check this out.
Check it out, baby. Go ahead, man.
Check it out.
No, seriously, man. But what I'm saying, man. Man, let me just say something, man.
Max it out.
Max out for once that chili out there.
Hey, check this out, Joe.
Yo, check this out. Check this out, man. You my homeboy.
I hear that.
You understand what I'm saying, homeboy?
What is homeboy?
You know what a homeboy is.
What it is?
This was The Prisoner.
Yeah, it's just little clips. See, I have thousands of tapes in my basement, and I just don't know what they are. I just keep playing. I just pulled them all out and started playing them. Let's see what this one is. This is the Joan Rivers. Hey, where's Mr. Rogers? I thought Gary's bringing that in. I want to get a hold of that. And I want to start playing bits, too. I got out of the closet Stern with Dick York.
Good, that's a great tape.
Yeah, I hope I got more of it than 2 seconds. And this is pretty funny.
What's that?
Do you remember the time I called in to... Okay, let me get this.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? That was a really great phone call.
Yeah.
Remember the time the hostages were over in Beirut?
Yeah.
And after they had been there, 70 days or something?
Didn't I negotiate their release?
No.
Oh.
You called the airlines and said you'd been waiting at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
To pick someone up who was on the plane.
That was a good call. I got to find... You see, I'll have to look for that this weekend. That's a good one.
Yeah. That was a great
I called the lady airplane. I said, excuse me, I'm having a problem. I've been at the airport 76 days waiting for someone to return from Beirut. Can you give me some information? She was like, hold on. And she looked it up and he goes,
Yeah, she says, you told her the flight number because everybody knew the flight number at the time.
She goes, that plane's been hijacked. I go, what? It was like there wasn't a person in the world who didn't know. I said, why don't they list that? Why don't they put a sign up or something? I've been standing here 76 days.
I mean, she really thought she was the first person to talk to you about that.
And I fell apart. I was like broken up. This is pretty funny, though. I yanked Jack Spector's chain. Jack Spector had been hired to do nighttime sports. And it really was kind of a weird program.
Yeah.
So I used to call in under different voices. And this is one of the times I just called in. I just have the phone call here.
And he didn't know it was you.
Right. It was great, because he used to get he got angry to the point that he didn't want to talk to me anymore. Everybody was my enemy.
And you'd really butter him up.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is good. And Jack used to get some really negative phone calls. So I'd call up and I'd butter him up and he would keep me on forever.
Yeah.
You remember this? This is real funny. And he didn't recognize my voice because no one will recognize my voice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Jack. I think I used that voice. Let me just say. This is really cool.
This was funny.
I found this last night.
Well, do they have enough leader on that tape?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, you're on NBC with Jack Spector. Thank you for hanging on as long as you have been.
Hello, Jack.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, please.
First, I got to tell you, you're doing a great show.
Take it all that seriously because the sun is going to come up tomorrow.
Jack,
He said hopefully.
we're kicking around an idea. Seisman, you think...
That was Jack's big line. That the sun will come up tomorrow, and his approach to sports was, hey, it's no big deal, sports. It's just a game. Remember you used to say on the paper?
All right. It's an everyman kind of a thing. I have the everyman point of view. I don't know all that much.
And I try to explain to him that sports guys only respect guys who know a lot.
Yeah.
You know, because every guy who knows about sports thinks he knows everything. So that approach wasn't going to work.
He said hopefully. We're kicking around an idea. Seisman, by Kathy Lee Crosby. I mean, you know, he was fighting with his wife, the divorce, the whole thing. You think it affects him? Does it affect the player?
I would say so. What are you leading up to? Can we talk about it on the radio?
Well, I'm just saying that, you know, he's gone kind of showbiz. Maybe it's...
Well, hey, years of success, a lot of salary. He's moving in with celebrities now. And,
you know, high society. He's losing his roots, maybe.
Well, I don't know. That's really hard to say. You know, it happens to guys. I don't know that it happened in this particular case. His wife said that he just never had time. After they won the Super Bowl, right, a couple of years back, he was suddenly out on the banquet circuit. He was doing commercials. He was in demand. He suddenly is, quote, a star. I mean, really a star beyond just football. That's what happens when you win the Super Bowl.
It affects the guy, right?
It happened to Joe Montana to a degree, although I think he's keeping his...
It affects the guy, right? I'm like sitting there going, what is he talking about? You hardly even said a topic, and he's off on a dissertation.
Hey, he's the expert. You know what happens when people become stars?
Oh, my goodness.
He was the greatest, man. I love that guy.
Wait a minute. You're right, because I think Joe Montana had a marriage breakup.
Sure, all these guys. They go Hollywood, and then right away they don't
That's
care.
right. Wait a minute. Right. He won the first Super Bowl about 4 years or so ago when the 49ers won it. Yeah, he was married. Then he got divorced, and I think he has since either remarried or he's with someone else twice now. So, yeah, I suppose it does.
Well, why don't these guys ever marry a plain nice girl like you and me, Jack?
What? Are you kidding? Oh, you say that to my wife, she'll punch out your lights. My wife happens to be a
girl.
No, wait a minute. I got to say this. Please, give me a chance. I got to go home tonight.
You know what I'm saying, Jack.
I got to say this.
You know what I'm saying, Jack.
Hey, maybe Gary should call Jack Spector for advice with that girlfriend of his.
Yeah.
My wife happens to be a tall, willowy blonde.
Well, believe me, I wish I was with her tonight.
She's a gorgeous creature. Are you kidding? I'm doing this for a living. I could be home.
You're a lucky man. I'll tell you. She's lucky to have you.
No, I'm lucky to have her.
I'll tell you, you're a hell of a guy and a hell of a conversationalist to do this thing for 5 hours.
Can you imagine it? I'm making this all up.
You're holding my attention.
Am I talking to Howard Stern? Who is this? It could be Howard calling. Howard, get off the phone.
Let me tell you, you're very good.
Thank you very much.
See?
He made that joke, but he didn't think it was you.
No. He had no idea it was me. He was like, who do I have, Howard? It was great. And when he heard him say it, I even knew he didn't know it was me.
It's nice to talk to you. I'll talk to you anytime you want to call.
Can I ask you one thing? Why don't they put you on, instead of put you on at night, put you on instead of that Soupy Sales?
No, Soupy's a buddy of mine. And you want to know something, quite honestly? But a show.
Do I know how to get this guy going or what?
I'm telling you.
I knew how to play him like a violin.
I mean, how much butter have you gone through now? Like a pound?
Yeah. I'm greasing him.
I would rather hear you because Imus talks about sports in the morning. Then it would be natural to have you on that. He never talks about it.
A show of this type, come on, now face it, be honest, a show of this type at that time of day, the time of day when my buddy Soupy is on, it wouldn't work because not enough men, and, you know, sports appeals to both sexes, of course.
Let's not be offensive to anyone.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if Jack just said, hey, let's face it, no broads. We don't need any broads listening to this. This is strictly a thing for men. Sports.
Men are into sports. And they like to talk about sports.
So Jack goes, well, you know, no men, but of course women like sports, but...
Of course, it appeals to both sexes.
Yeah, but men seem to listen, women listen, but... in fact, no one listens.
But there are not enough men available at that time of day.
Oh, maybe you're right.
No, I know I am in this particular instance. I know I'm right.
Well,
Soupy's a pal of mine. Soupy and I have been friends for too many years now. I love him. I really do. I love the man. To know the Soupy sales that I know, and the Soupy sales that people who've never met him know.
The man, the myth.
The one you saw on TV, the one you hear now on NBC, and the one you know in person. It's the same guy. He doesn't change. That's Soupy. That's the way he is, and you got to love him.
Can I say something, Jack?
Yes, sir.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're selling yourself short. The women like...
No. I don't sell myself short at all. I'm good, and I know I'm good.
You got a deep voice, and you sound good. You do.
I have a deep voice.
You have a nice deep voice. You sound good.
Thank you very much. I
tell you something. New York needed you on this station.
I got to tell you something. Wait a minute. Can we talk to this guy for the rest of the show? Everybody, I want to talk to this guy right until midnight.
See, what they should have done is sign me to call in Jack's show every night for like an hour.
Yes.
Hey, Jack, you know, you got such a deep, beautiful voice. And here I am, this entertaining kind of phone call. He won't let me get a word in edgewise.
I'm taking you home with me.
I know who was on again.
I want to introduce you to the general manager.
You got an honest and forthright approach.
I try to be, but I'll tell you what.
Sports.
Let me tell you what you just did. You won the audition. You are now my new agent.
Let me tell you, believe me, I like you.
Thank you very much. I got to move along, okay?
All right, listen, Jake, Jack, whatever. I love you.
Thank you. Oh, boy. Woo. All right.
Why he cut me off? I mean, where did he have to go on to a boring phone call?
Yeah.
He had to get me over with.
See that what we just did? Now Howard's going to claim we stole it from him. How dare you applaud? I invented applause. All right. Hey, he may have. He looks old enough. Anyway, 212-247-8666. I love a call like that.
Yeah, because I'm a professional. Yeah. That's why you... I love that guy. I used to do that, and I used to do it at least once a week and get away with it.
You just drove him crazy.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then when I play it back on my show, it would drive him nuts. It would just drive him right. That was
just
fun.
Imagine, because you've really pumped up his ego, and he's thinking there's a guy out there who thinks this much of me, and then it's you yanking it, which just deflates his whole ego.
Yeah, it's cool. When we come back, I got more tape, a lot more tape, and a lot more surprises.
Okay.
In fact, someone wants to call in who used to work with us at NBC.
Who's that?
I'll make it a surprise.
All right.
Right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
It's 6:47 at the Eagle. I'm Les Colinas checking the weather forecast, which calls for mostly cloudy skies and a 70% chance of showers or thunderstorms. More of the same tomorrow. High today, 86. Right now it's 72 at 97.1 The Eagle. I'm Les Colinas in for Brad Baxter, who's decided to make this a 5-day weekend. Checking the traffic now for Comedy Defensive Driving School. In Dallas, an accident with injuries northbound I-35 Stemmons at Continental. A multi-car wreck in the 2 right lanes. That's creating a delay past Woodall Rogers. Fort Worth, all clear. Grapevine, a disabled vehicle westbound Highway 114 just before Main Street. And in Louisville, an accident with injuries southbound I-35 Stemmons at FM 3040. That's Round Grove Road. An overturned car is in the left lane. That's causing a backup to Main Street. That's traffic. I'm Les Colinas on the Eagle.
The Comedy Defensive Driving School is offering a Labor Day special just for you. It's $10 off the regular $35 price. Call 8-COMEDY today. That's 826-6339.
This Sunday night after football, Fox introduces the most exciting player of all.
Who are you?
Colton Dial. He's got incredible speed. He's got great hands. And in a clutch situation,
You really know how to impress a girl.
he always comes up big.
Well, the size of a man's gun is important. It's how he uses it.
Fortune Hunter, series premiere Sunday at 7, 6 Central, part of Fox's Super Sunday. And tonight, by day, Dr. Miles Hawkins is a brilliant man of science. But when darkness falls, he becomes the ultimate force against evil.
Let her go.
What are you?
Do it now.
Justice has a new name.
Call me the Mantis.
Catch an all-new episode of Mantis, followed by The X-Files, tonight on Fox.
Catch an exciting night of television. Don't miss Mantis tonight at 7 p.m. on KDAF Fox 33.
At Discount Tire, we get a lot of nice letters. Here's one from a lady who expressed her appreciation to us in a very nice way.
Dear Discount Tire, late one night I was coming onto the freeway when some sharp little object decided to impale itself on my tire. In desperation, I called Discount Tire Company. Even though the store was closed for the day, a nice young employee named Scott said he'd be glad to help me. Right there, he and your company made a friend for life. Scott deserves my thanks. In fact, I'm spending this Saturday slaving over a hot stove to bake a huge batch of chocolate chip cookies for Scott and my new friends at Discount Tire. Signed, Mary Blake.
Hey, thanks for your kind letter, Mary. And the cookies. We at Discount Tire Company know so much is riding on your tires, and we've got a huge selection of Michelin tires in stock. Please come by Discount Tire Company for great prices and service on Michelin tires. Our low prices will always give you a sweet deal on Michelin.
Chances are you're in your car right now. Look around you. Now, one of those dopes behind the wheel may be about to try to turn you into road pizza. Well, if or when you are violated on the road and there's a personal injury involved, who are you going to call? Who is it you're going to call? Don't just don't sit there in your car and take it. You have rights, you know. Call attorney Brian Loncar. That's right. Brian Loncar of the law firm Loncar & Associates at 1-800-285-HURT, H-U-R-T, and let him explain your legal rights. Your attorney, Brian Loncar, will answer all of your questions about what you legally have coming to you if you've been injured in a car accident that wasn't your fault. Questions like who will pay for the damage to your car, temporary transportation, doctor's visits, medical bills, lost wages, recovery for pain and suffering, and a lot more you need to know. So don't wait till it's too late. Take action now to get what you legally have coming to you. For a free consultation, call Loncar. In fact, if you think you're going to be hurt, call them immediately. You might not even know you're hurt. You know you don't know when you're hurt? You know I was hurt yesterday, I didn't know it, but I called Loncar and they told me I was hurt? No, they would never do that. You really have to legitimately be hurt in an accident, but you do want to speak to Loncar. Loncar & Associates, they're large enough to handle the most complicated injury case, but small enough to care about each individual client. You'll like dealing with Loncar & Associates in Dallas at 1-800-285-HURT, H-U-R-T.
All attorneys are fully licensed for the practice of law by the state of Texas, not certified by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization.
Did your babysitter just show up with a credit card validator? Feeling a little unsure about Saturday night? With 97.1 The Eagle and HBO, a great Saturday night is a sure thing. A new movie never before seen on TV every Saturday night for a year, guaranteed. Check out The Eagle Saturday, September 10th, Valley View Center with HBO comedian Carlos Mencia. And you could be flying to Universal Studios Hollywood to celebrate their 30th anniversary. You'll scream through time on Back to the Future, The Ride. Feel the heat of Backdraft live and face the fury of King Kong. Stay tuned to learn more and win from HBO and 97.1 The Eagle.
All units, code 503, stolen vehicle.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Okay, now everybody on the floor.
Head out on the freeway.
Billionaire Dalton Foss's daughter is being held hostage.
Oh, this is just what I needed. And hang on for the ride of your life.
A high-speed chase is now in progress.
Don't drive so fast.
Don't drive so fast. What are you, mad?
In the high-speed action comedy The Chase, now on home video.
You are really starting to get on my nerves.
You can't just kidnap somebody and expect them to be cute and nice.
Charlie Sheen and Christy Swanson star in the movie critics are calling Fast, Wild, and Funny.
How much do you want? $50,000? $50,000? You're a billionaire. That's pathetic.
Roger Ebert calls The Chase slick and charming.
You can only imagine the horror young Natalie Voss is experiencing right now.
God, it's so romantic.
The Chase. Rated PG-13 from Fox Video. Available at all participating Albertsons locations.
You're listening to the best of the Howard Stern Show on 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with a man who could get laid a lot if he was allowed. Howard Stern.
And we're back with classic Best of Stern, as Howard calls Janie the cleaning lady. It's the NBC tapes on classic Best of Stern.
So much going on here. I could do another 12 hours. I got bits to play. Mitch told me some Dallas morning team is in New York. They're going to let me go on the air live. I could have promoted 1-800-52-STERN. And then I'll tell you who wants to get on the air with us, Janie, the cleaning woman.
Somebody was talking to me about Janie just yesterday.
It is NBC week, and we are calling the old crew.
It's funny because Janie's very upset that WNBC has been sold.
What does she care?
She doesn't want to go to work for television.
Is that right? Get out of here, no. Yeah, I'm not ready for TV. Clean all those Janie, you're on the air. It's Howard.
Okay.
Hi, Janie.
Hi, Robin. How you doing, kiddo?
Okay.
I heard you're upset that NBC's being sold.
I am?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I thought you don't want to go into TV.
I will not be on TV, so it doesn't matter. I'll still be doing the same thing I'm doing.
Isn't it harder to clean the television offices as opposed?
No, they're all the same. I used to clean the...
Yeah, Janie has like this weird thing with the radio division, like it's her baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they're all my kids. I'm gonna miss my people, sure.
Well, did you hear what Emmis is doing? They're going to buy NBC. They're going to make it all sports. They're going to move everyone out to Queens.
I hear. That's what I hear, but I don't know.
No, that's what they're doing. They're not going to pay those ridiculous rents in Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, well, it is expensive, but who knows? Maybe they got enough bread to do it.
Yeah, that'll be a good way to bust up the union.
But what I heard was that Janie had worked for television before, and she didn't particularly like it.
Yeah.
Well, the people was, they're not, you know how the gang is there, so come on, give me a break.
TV's a rat race.
Yeah. Not a rat race. It's very laid back, the people were.
Well, I think, I just wanted to ask you, ever have Kirin beer?
No, I stopped drinking before it got popular.
Popular?
Yeah, okay. Well, before it was a hit, all right?
Let me just say this, that you've stopped drinking before, and then all of a sudden I would smell beer on your breath.
Oh, come on. When?
Like a couple of times at NBC when you would say to me, I've stopped drinking, and then I'd say, well...
Oh, then I had for the moment, okay?
And then you would say, well, but I do drink wine and beer occasionally. That's not like drinking.
Right, okay, but it's nothing. No cigarettes, no booze, no nothing.
But you do drink some wine and beer.
No, nothing.
You haven't had a beer at all?
In over 2 years. No cigarette either. Yeah.
Janie cleaned up her act.
You miss us, huh? Do they put you on the air there still, or is it pretty much a thing?
Every now and then I'm on with Alan. I used to be with Joey.
Yeah, disc jockey of the week, whoever it is.
Yeah. Real successful over there. They really know how to utilize you. It's one thing to rip me off when I have an idea. It's another to do it successfully.
Yeah. So how you guys doing?
What do? They all they all walk around talking about me still? They probably do. Isn't it amazing how I rose from the grave to destroy one radio station, Janie?
Did you really destroy it?
Well, what do you think? They're going all sports, and they're not going to have the name NBC.
Yeah, there's going to be no more NBC.
And the last ratings I saw, Imus had a 2 share.
I don't see oh boy. What is your share? What do you have?
A 6.2 in New York and a...
Oh, you're up there.
7 point...
overall?
Yeah, overall.
Well, you're doing great, kid. Keep up the good work.
Janie knows those ratings.
I've been around the place long enough.
I have a 25 share of men.
Oh, men? How many of the ladies?
I don't know. I've got a normal type share, like about a 10 or a 12 with women.
You're kidding. It got to be more. Wait a minute.
It's huge. I mean, that's huge. I'm not bragging about that. I'm just bragging about my 25 share.
Yeah, but that's male. With the female, they all seem to care a lot about you. Howard, you know Howard. You still got that. If I open my mouth around some of your fans, I still get that.
Anyway, Janie was upset that we were playing her bits, evidently, or something.
Oh, yeah. You put my check in the mail, kid?
No.
Boy.
You got paid for that appearance.
I did.
I don't get paid by NBC to play these tapes.
Well, I know that, and I wasn't. I was paid from Howard Stern's show, remember?
Right.
Okay, so this is still your show, kiddo.
Good to speak to you again.
Good to speak to you, and you have a happy...
Didn't you have a Japanese boyfriend, though?
No, I didn't get one of those.
You had a Polish boyfriend.
I still have a Polish boyfriend. I still have a Polish sweetheart.
Good for you, honey.
Yeah, for the last 10 years.
All right, listen, you take care of yourself, and
okay.
Good luck in your move to television.
And you have a happy Father's Day, kid.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for sending the autograph photos for the kid that listened to you.
No problem.
Okay.
Did I do that?
Yes, you did.
Well,
someone did, okay, but he got it.
Thank you, Janie.
Okay, bye-bye, guys.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Janie.
Lovely woman. She's pretty wild.
My favorite moment at your birthday party was when I looked out and I saw how the stars were, sort of like gravitating toward each other, and Janie and Ted found
Ted the janitor.
Janie,
like Steve Rossi found someone, and Grandpa Lewis and Dee Snider found Leslie, and then Janie and Ted the janitor found each other.
They sort of found each other.
Yeah, that was a nice moment. Let's see what I got coming up next. I know what I got coming up next, the commercials. I did want to play this Gay Stroke. This is an old bit.
All right.
I don't even remember it that well. All I remember is the movie Tarzan came out. It was Gray Stoke, the Legend of Tarzan.
Right.
And I guess he went and did a gay movie, and I remember it being funny. Let's listen together.
Okay.
Gay
legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Gay Age. When we last left you, Tarzan and Jane had just set sail to the brave new world, England.
Right over here. Right over there, that's the mast, and that's the starboard side. Port side's over there, and this, my favorite, of course, is the poop deck.
Broccoli quiche backing up on Tarzan.
And then the final destination.
Where,
Scheherazade.
Oh, the cradle of civilization, Stonehenge, the Moors, the Tower of London, Buckingham Palace.
Not to mention the birthplace of Vaseline.
Ooga. Yes, Tarzan was impressed with civilization.
Who are those guards over there with the big black furry hats?
Oh, they're the beef eaters.
Beef eaters? Ooga. Pinch me, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming.
Young Lord Gaystroke and his companion Jane came upon the home of his ancestors, Gaystroke Manor.
Unky!
Hold on a minute, honey. How do I know you're really young Lord Gaystroke?
Me?
I've seen thousands of impostors making the same claim.
But, Unky, I am a Gaystroke.
Ah. There's one characteristic that true Gaystrokes possess.
A raspberry birthmark?
No.
Her blue eyes?
No.
Excuse me a minute.
Nephew!
Unky!
Well, that certainly clears the air. Ooga!
Young Lord Gaystroke was one step closer to claiming his birthright.
Me boy, you must pass the test.
A test? Multiple choice or essay, Uncle?
Nay, a test of courage, and then you'll truly be a Gaystroke.
Tarzan strong.
I'll say, when's the last time you took a shower?
And with that, Tarzan entered the dungeon.
Ooh, looks just like the ramrod.
First, the rat.
What's the matter, boy? Oil burning you?
No, there's no fondue stick.
And then...
There's one more test, boy.
Cutting out my tongue?
Pulling out his nails?
Ripping off my skin, Uncle?
Sticking a red-hot poker in his eyes?
Tying my arms and legs to horses?
And literally tearing his body apart?
No, nothing as severe as that.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, all you have to do is marry Princess Lee Ratswell.
A woman?
Oh, my
no. Hello, my beloved.
Oh,
bring out the red-hot poker.
Cut out
Rip off my skin.
See you with us next time for Gaystroke, the legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Gay Age.
Yeah, we were knuckleheads. We were definitely knuckleheads back then.
Oh, boy.
Very exciting. Gaystroke. 92.3 K-Rock WISP. One of the old bits. Well, there you go, Robin.
There you have it.
Blast from the past.
Gaystroke.
Gaystroke, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we still got the Elliot Easton stuff. Gaddafi Duck.
Gaddafi Duck was hysterical.
Out of the closet, Dick York.
We did a Mr. Nixon's Neighborhood, and we have a Mr. Rogers there, so that's good.
And I'll get more stuff over the weekend.
Okay.
You know, we did the Jack Spector phone call, which was funny.
People loved Mama Look a Boo Boo Day.
We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the man who always believed Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, Howard Stern. It's the best of Stern on 97.1 The Eagle.
7:04 at 97.1 The Eagle. I'm Les Colinas, in for Brad Baxter. Mostly cloudy today with a 70% chance of showers or thunderstorms. Look for a high of 86. Right now it's 72 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Want a new Canon facsimile machine? Call Innovative Office Systems. You want tickets to a Trans Am race in downtown Dallas September 16th? Call the Ford Grand Prix of Dallas at 239-7749.
Isn't opera the best, huh? I mean, it's hard to believe those sounds come from a human being. Johnny, an Amstel Light, please.
Opera? You pay a fortune to watch a bunch of adults running around wearing hats with horns, singing in a foreign language for 6 hours. Can I get an Amstel Light too, please?
I love all the pomp and circumstance. Opera's got real style.
Oh, people wear a tuxedo to the opera, right? Pajamas would be more like it since nobody ever stays awake.
It's funny how two people can look at the same thing differently.
Come on, give it a chance. The music, it's so moving.
Mm-hmm. You ever tried dancing to Rigoletto?
To some people, Amstel Light is a great-tasting imported beer. And to others, it's a great-tasting light beer.
But the storylines are incredible in operas. I mean, you got to admit, that's real genius.
A 9,000-pound lady dying of consumption, even she's bored.
Great tasting light beer or great tasting imported beer? Either way, you're talking about Amstel Light. Amstel Light, imported by Van Munching and Company, New York, New York.
This Sunday night after football, Fox introduces the most exciting player of all.
Who are you?
Carlton Dial. He's got incredible speed. He's got great hands. And in a clutch situation,
You really know how to impress a girl.
he always comes up big.
Well, the size of a man's gun is important. It's how he uses it.
Fortune Hunter, series premiere Sunday at 7, 6 Central, part of Fox's Super Sunday.
And tonight, by day, Dr. Miles Hawkins is a brilliant man of science. But when darkness falls, he becomes the ultimate force against evil.
Let her go.
What are you?
Do it now.
Justice has a new name.
Call me the Mantis.
Catch an all-new episode of Mantis, followed by The X-Files, tonight on Fox.
Catch an exciting night of television. Don't miss Mantis tonight at 7 p.m. on KDAF Fox 33.
And we're back with Car Phone Call In. You're in your car and on the air. What's your name and where the heck are you?
Hey, Bob, it's Dan.
Dan, what are you, a giant panda?
Come on, Bob, you know me, Dan, the pizza man.
Oh, Dan, sure, you got those cars that look like the giant pepperoni?
That's my problem, Bob. We're pretty rough on, a lot of short trips, stop and go driving. You think we need an engine treatment?
Yeah, if you're going to keep driving them that way, you do.
So, what do I need?
You need startup protection, Dan. You need Slick 50.
Slick 50, yeah, I heard they were good.
Best-selling engine treatment you can buy. Cuts engine wear almost in half for 50,000 miles. Lab test proven. Now, what kind of topping you want?
Topping?
Well, you got your basic Slick 50 automotive engine formula.
Yeah.
Then you got high-performance engine formula for people who push their cars a little harder.
Yeah.
And my personal favorite, new Slick 50 synthetic engine formula in a premium synthetic carrier oil.
All right, you have to say.
You get proven protection with all of them, Dan. It's strictly a matter of taste.
Wow, I'll take them all. Do you deliver?
Within a certain area, yeah.
Slick 50 products are available at Chief Auto, Kmart, Western Auto, and True Value.
Why is the sky in Hawaii so beautiful? At Outrigger Hotels, we know a story. Long ago, the sky and the clouds in Hawaii pressed so close to the ground that leaves of plants grew flat. Men and women were forced to crawl from place to place. So, a great Hawaiian took a deep breath and pushed the sky and the clouds to the tops of the trees, then to the tops of the mountains. Finally, summoning his strength, he shoved them to the heavens, where they are today. And now, clouds come close, but they dare not linger.
Outrigger invites you to enjoy Hawaii from $75 a night for two, plus a car for just $5 more a day. Call your travel agent or 1-800-OUTRIGGER.
And remember, the sky here is very clear, and it stays that way.
Outrigger Hotels, where you'll find Hawaii. Offer good through December 18th. Some restrictions apply. Some vehicle fees not included.
Due to the baseball strike, baseball fans aren't able to spend leisure time watching baseball on television. Fortunately, the new Fine Arts Adult Video Store has a way for you to spend that leisure time. In honor of all baseball fans, New Fine Arts is offering the sizzling leisure time adult videos by Video Exclusive at the special low price of just $9.99. These players see just as much action as the Major League. They usually score more often and are unaffected by rain delay. Reserve your seats today and enjoy watching leisure time video stars participating in America's true favorite pastime. The new Fine Arts also features videos with big league action from all girl leagues, all boy leagues, and co-ed leagues. Videos that you can take home or watch in the comfort of our private boxes. So run down to the new Fine Arts for the biggest hits and the fewest errors. Leisure time sale season ends September 30th.
New Fine Arts located at 1720 West Mockingbird between Harry Hines and I-35 or 1966 West Northwest Highway just west of I-35. Call 869-1097 for more information. The new Fine Arts for the adult entertainment you want.
It's 7:10 at 97.1 The Eagle. I'm Les Colinas, reminding you to make plans to have dinner with the Eagle Rock Jocks tonight from 5 to 9 at the new Papacitos. It's at 10433 Lombardy between Loop 12 and I-35, just off of Northwest Highway. We are raising money for MDA. Russ Martin, Bones, Chris Ryan, and myself will be guest waiters. And all the tip money we raise will go to MDA. Now, we're not just taking, we're giving too. We got the Eagle Prize Wheel out there loaded with Eagle prizes. So come on out tonight, 5 o'clock it all starts. Then at 9 o'clock in the parking lot, whichever one of us raises the least amount of tips will have to increase his tips by becoming a human burrito. And to be honest with you, this is exactly why I got into this business, for this right here. It's tonight, the new Papacitos, 10433 Lombardi between Loop 12 and I-35 off Northwest Highway. We'll see you out there.
The Howard Stern Show. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
It's Maria Melito bringing you the classic Best of Stern as we listen to Howard's old NBC tapes. Well, in this segment, Howard harasses their old sports guy, the late Jack Spector, on classic Best of Stern.
First thing I want to do is replay the Jack Spector phone call for everyone.
Okay.
I won't interrupt it or anything. This is me, because then I got a funny tape that I haven't played yet afterwards where we yank Jack again, right?
You were cruel to him. This was the cruelest thing you ever did.
Yeah, this is cool. This is cool and cruel.
It's funny.
All right, so here's a tape of, this is Jack Spector, actually, his show. And I call in on his show.
Well, you should explain to people that Jack used to do this sports show after we got off the air, and he took phone calls. And he didn't know all that much about sports, so lots of people were calling up and screaming at him.
Yeah.
And he didn't find anybody much who liked him.
It was a bad time for Jack. He was doing a sports show that nobody listened to, and nobody liked him. And I figured, well, I'll call in and give him a real good phone call. And I give him a great phone call.
Yeah.
And it's clearly me. I mean, you recognize my voice. It's not like I even disguised it.
No, not that much.
If you notice, as the call goes on, I get into a more of a disguise.
Yeah.
Because at one point he even mentions my name, so I get nervous. Now, let's start the tape. I can see we're going to talk through this one.
Hello, you're on NBC with Jack Spector. Thank you for hanging on as long as you have been.
Hello, Jack.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, please.
First, I got to tell you, you're doing a great show.
First of all, that sounds just like me.
Yeah.
I thought I was disguising my voice.
Right, well, that's your opinion.
I sure
Why am I fighting with this guy? Hey, wait a minute. I thought you said something bad. That's okay.
No. I just say you're doing a great show. What do you like to be called, Jake or Jack?
I don't care. Just never late for breakfast. That's all.
Okay, because I hear you calling yourself two different names.
Yeah, I don't know. It does it matter?
I just see whatever you like best.
How about Your Majesty? I don't care.
Let me tell you something. You're good enough to be called Your Majesty.
Yeah.
I've heard them all. I've heard all the guys. I've heard Marv Albert, Steve Albert, Prince Albert. You're the best.
I love it. Sign this guy up.
You're good.
No, I just have a lot of fun with it, and I refuse to take it all that seriously because the sun is going to come up tomorrow.
He was going into his rap. I love that.
Oh, boy.
I'm not going to take it that seriously because the sun is going to come up tomorrow.
Meanwhile, he's like in heaven.
But his whole rap was that he wasn't going to take this job seriously, this whole sports job seriously. There's nothing serious about sports, so the sun will come up tomorrow.
Well, it was if everybody was screaming at you and saying, why are you on the air, you'd have to have that attitude, too.
I never saw a sports show before where the guy didn't care about anything to do with sports and didn't care if you cared.
We're kicking around an idea. Theismann, do you think he's affected by Kathy Lee Crosby? I mean, he was fighting with his wife, the divorce, the whole thing. You think it affects him? Does it affect the player?
I would say so. What are you leading up to? Can we talk about it on the radio?
Well, I'm just saying that, he's done kind of showbiz. Maybe it's...
Well, hey, years of success, a lot of salary. He's moving in with celebrities now. And,
high society. He's losing his roots, maybe.
Well, I don't know. That's really hard.
I can't believe Jack couldn't even come up with an answer with that. He was like, gee, I don't know. This is a tough one. Just make something up.
So, it happens to guys. I don't know that it happened in this particular case. His wife said that he just never had time. After they won the Super Bowl, right, a couple of years back, he was suddenly out on the banquet circuit. He was doing commercials. He was in demand. He suddenly is, quote, a star. I mean, really a star beyond just football. That's what happens when you win the Super Bowl.
Affects the guy, right?
It happened to Joe Montana to a degree, although I think he's keeping his... Well, wait a minute. You're right, because I think Joe Montana had a marriage breakup.
Sure, all these guys, they go home.
What kind of a conversation is this?
All I know is I'd get about one word in, and then he would talk for like 2 hours.
Yeah, he's talking to himself. In fact, he's answering his own questions. Wait a minute. Yeah, that is right.
Wait, I'm going to debate this. No. Yeah.
That's right. Wait a minute. Right. He won the first Super Bowl about 4 years or so ago when the 49ers won it. Yeah, he was married, then he got divorced, and I think he has since I
was the best caller ever on the Jack Spector show.
And he stayed with you forever.
Oh, yeah, this goes on forever.
Usually his calls were very short.
Yeah, it was usually...
Jack, your show sucks.
You're like, well, thanks a lot. Or it would be like a very sophisticated sports question, and Jack would go, I don't care.
Uh-huh.
I just don't care.
Because I don't have all those statistics. Who cares who won the series in 1959?
Sun will come up tomorrow. Okay, but come on, you're hired to do a sports show. I used to say to him, but to sports guys, this is important stuff. Because I listen to these sports shows once in a while, and it's sort of like a male bonding thing where the guy who's the host, he's the guy who has the most facts in his head.
Right. And lots of times it turns into a trivia contest.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. They don't call it a trivia contest, but the guy will call up and go,
yeah, well, the Baltimore Orioles in 1957 were the best team ever.
Well, that's correct, because in 1957 they had a lineup. If you remember the first four, it was so-and-so and this Robinson and that Robinson, and, they have a whole list. They have a whole litany of things they go through. But Jack was like,
weren't the 57 Orioles the best?
I wouldn't know. I don't remember them. The sun will come up tomorrow if I don't remember them. Well, of course it will, but, it was an improper attitude.
Yeah.
I even told Jack that. But anyway, this is good because not only do I bust his ass here, I really get into busting him on the next one.
Married or he's with someone else twice now. So, yeah, I suppose it does.
So why don't these guys ever marry a plain nice girl like you and me, Jack?
What, are you kidding? Oh, you say that to my wife, she'll punch out your lights. My wife happens to be
nice girl.
No, wait a minute. I got to say this. Oh, please, give me a chance. I got to go home tonight.
You know what I'm saying, Jack.
I got to say this. My wife happens to be a tall, willowy blonde.
Well, believe me,
she's a gorgeous creature. Are you kidding?
Have you ever seen his wife?
No.
No, me neither.
She looks like a tree. She's a willow.
Tall willow. A tall, willowy blonde.
I'm doing this for a living. I could be home.
You're a lucky man, I'll tell you. She's lucky to have you.
No, I'm lucky to have her.
You're a hell of a guy.
He's going to argue with me. You're lucky to have... No, I'm lucky to have her. No, you're
I
lucky to
can't
have you.
believe you could say that even when you were joking.
Yeah, well, hey, come on. I'm in character. I'm being a listener.
Oh, boy.
Listeners will kiss anybody's ass. You know that.
A conversationalist to do this thing for 5 hours.
Imagine it. I'm making this all up.
You're holding my attention.
Am I talking to Howard Stern? Who is this? It could be Howard calling. No. Howard, get off the phone.
Let me tell you, you're very good.
Thank you very much. It's nice to talk to you. I'll talk to you anytime you want to call.
Can I ask you one thing? Why don't they put you on, instead of put you on at night, put you on instead of that Soupy Sales?
No, Soupy's a buddy of mine. And you want to know something quite honestly?
Believe me.
No, but a show of this type...
I would rather hear you because Imus talks about sports in the morning, then it would be natural to have you, and that's he never talks about
sports. A show of this type, come on, now face it, be honest, a show of this type at that time of day, the time of day when my buddy Soupy is on, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
Very
simply because not enough men, and, sports appeals to both sexes, of course. But
for the diplomat.
Not enough men available at that time of day.
Oh, maybe you're right.
No, I know I am in this particular instance. I know I'm right.
Well,
besides, Soupy's a pal of mine. Soupy and I have been friends for too many years, and I love him. I really do. I love the man. To know the Soupy Sales that I know, and the Soupy Sales that people who've never met him know, the one you saw on TV.
Soupy Sales, the man, the myth. I like that part. The Soupy Sales you know.
He never changes.
From Joe Theismann to Soupy Sales.
I'm telling you, this conversation has gone all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Has nothing to do with sports now.
No. But Jack is the quintessential nice guy, too. It's like, well, Joe Theismann fell in with a, fast crowd, but, hey, his wife said he doesn't love her anymore. And, blah, blah. And yeah, Joe Montana, he fell in with a fast crowd, but that's okay. His wife, think of it. Soupy, my friend Soupy,
My buddy.
Did he really like Soupy? Because I remember he used to tell us people he hated off the air.
I don't remember.
I think he actually did like him.
The one you hear now on NBC, and the one you know in person. It's the same guy. He doesn't change. That's Soupy. That's the way he is. And that's
pretty frightening. He's the same guy you saw on the TV show.
He's Soupy.
He's Soupy. He's a nut, okay? That's it. That's pretty frightening. He doesn't change.
Yeah, I mean, if that was the way he acted off the air, I'd be very concerned for a Soupy.
Can I say something, Jack?
Yes, sir.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're selling yourself short. The women like...
No. I don't sell myself short at all. I'm good and I know I'm good.
You got a deep voice and you sound good. You do?
I have a deep voice.
Have a nice deep voice. You sound good.
Thank you very much. I
tell you something. New York needed you on this station.
I got to tell you something. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Can we talk to this guy for the rest of the show? Everybody, I want to talk to this guy right until midnight.
I think Jack should have paid me about $5,000 a year just to call in once a night.
But he didn't care.
No. Sun will come up tomorrow. Well, he's right about that. It did come up.
And he had his FU money.
FU money. Yeah, FU money. He didn't care.
You're home with me.
I know who's on again.
I want to introduce you to the general manager.
You got an honest and forthright approach.
I try to be, but I'll tell you what.
Sports.
Let me tell you what you just did. You won the audition. You are now my new agent.
No, let me tell you. Believe me, I like you.
Thank you very much. I got to move along, okay?
Listen, Jake, Jack, whatever. I love you.
Jake, Jack, whatever.
Oh, boy. Woo. All right.
I was getting applause.
Yeah.
As a phone caller.
And you didn't do anything spectacular. All you did was praise Jack.
Yeah. I mean, I was getting a standing ovation. I should have probably said to him at the end of the conversation, and by the way, Jake. Yeah. Hey, this is Howard.
Well, we did it to him the next day.
Yeah,
anyway.
we did. I figured it'd be funnier to tell him on our show that it was me.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's what this next tape is. He got so annoyed. What is the next tape? Didn't he get so annoyed with me, and then I claimed to have been a different caller?
No, what had happened was after that first call, he said to his producer, now listen, you got to screen a little bit better because, he didn't want you getting through all the time.
Right.
And I think you tried to get through once, and his producer knew it was you, and he hung up on you. So you heard a really weird phone caller, and you made me go to the Metrotech and pull it, and you just played it and said it was you.
Yeah, and it drove Jack crazy that I got through. I didn't get through, but I made believe it was me.
Yes.
It drove him nuts.
Yeah. So, and wasn't he in the room during this tape? Is he on the tape with me as I'm telling him?
Well, I'm not sure. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, okay. I couldn't find that. Like an example of driving him nuts on the air. Yeah, make sure this is it this time, Gary, huh? Is this it? Mm-hmm. Okay. I called in Jack Spector's show Monday night. I got on again. He didn't even know it was me, huh? Now, here's what I'm doing. Jack was so angry that I was calling his show and getting through at this point that he had like 2 guys screening phone calls just so I wouldn't get through. And I couldn't get through on his show anymore. So I was getting angry.
Yeah.
So what I did is I had Gary just pull any phone call from Jack's show, and I claimed it was me.
Actually, it wasn't any phone call. It was a pretty nutty phone call.
Yeah, it was nutty. It sounded like something I would have done. And this drove Jack up a wall. Up on me, though.
We gotta play that. I want to hear it.
You want to hear it now?
Yeah.
You're not even going to recognize me.
All right.
Jack didn't.
All right.
Here, listen. A lot of people laugh. Call Inspector Show, everyone. There's entirely too many people on that show. I'm glad we cleaned out a lot of them.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, was that Dale or Freddie doing Dale?
Freddie doing Dale, Al Rosenberg laughing at Freddie, and then Dale coming in and laughing at Freddie doing Dale.
Oh.
And then there was the subplot, which was just me and you talking. There was all kind of show going on in there.
Oh, yeah.
But more people talking on that show. It's one of the things we've cleaned up on this show here at K-Rock. It's very simple to follow. In a while.
So you got him again?
I always get him. But you see, I do it smart. I call in as a regular guy and ask questions. They're goofy questions, but I call in and I always get on.
Yeah.
And I was sitting at home washing the dishes. My wife made me wash the dishes because she was putting the baby to sleep. So I figured, what the hell, I'll call in. See if I can get on. Go ahead, Bruce, play it.
Hello, you're on the radio with John Bertrand. Go ahead, please. Hello there. Hello, go ahead. Are you there? Go ahead. Yes, you're on with John Bertrand.
Hello, sir. I want to talk
Hold
to
on,
you
let me set this up. I did this.
Hello, sir. I want to talk to you about...
Jack had some guy on, some boating guy.
Yeah.
So, some guy who like rows boats and was saying how it could apply to everyone's life. It's a real positive thing to like row a boat.
Yeah, most boaters feel that way.
Like it's real. Jack used to do sports shows with rowing boats.
He got outlandish sportsmen on his show.
Sports no one cared about.
Yeah, rowers.
But not even like cool rowers who row in those little flat boats, you know, like at Oxford.
Yeah.
You talking about guys who just like rowed in a rowboat.
Positive, you know, so if you have unbelievable goals, you can see you can attain them and all this crap. Rowing a boat, of course, is the perfect analogy. So the guy asked for questions, and then I asked a question so screwed up, like Jack spends 10 minutes interpreting the damn thing. Well, listen to this.
I want to talk to you about sailboat racing, but not about the type of sailboat that you use in the America Cup race.
That's okay.
In sailboat racing.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Does Australia ever race sailboats against the Commonwealth countries of Great Britain, meaning India, Canada, Bermuda, South Africa, Malaysia?
Now, it's pretty obvious that's no way that's me.
Yeah, I could never have believed this was you in a million years.
Jack blew his stack.
And so forth.
That's a really strange question. I would never have figured I'd ever have that asked in the United States of America.
And when I played this on the air and Jack found out it was me, he went through the roof. He was like yelling at the screeners. He was threatening to fire everyone. It was great.
Yeah, you got all of his people in trouble.
Yeah, his people. Jack's people. That's just a follow-up. I won't play the whole thing. Yeah, we were pretty wacky back then. Pretty wacky. We'll be back right after these words with the NBC stuff, and we'll play as many bits as we possibly can in the next hour from NBC, right after these words.
You're listening to a man who sees more naked breasts than an X-ray technician. Howard Stern. It's the best of Stern on 97.1 The Eagle.
7:27 at the Eagle. I'm Les Colinas, checking the weather forecast, which calls for more clouds today, a 70% chance of showers and more thunderstorms. High today, 86. Right now it's 72 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Harder is this easy to own. Mitsubishi Mirage at Huggins Mitsubishi, Northeast Loop 820 and Grapevine Highway.
Make mine Huggins Mitsubishi.
If you missed the talk show this past Sunday night on the Eagle, you missed.
Yeah, aside from the squeeze technique, another technique is for the man to focus strictly on the woman's sensations and something that they call sensate focus, and basically ignore his feelings for the time being and focus strictly on the woman.
I think before to let things last, I've thought about other things, kind of taking myself out of the situation.
Diversion.
I've actually been having sex before and been at a Santana concert.
The Sunday Night Talk Show with Russ Martin. Sunday nights at 10 on 97.1 The Eagle.
The building of a new Best Buy store is definitely something to make a lot of noise about. Grand opening this Friday in North Dallas is a Best Buy the likes of which you've never seen. It's bigger, a lot bigger. It's better, and it's more interactive with a larger selection of audio and video electronics you can try out yourself. More computers, computer software, and video games you can play with, and more music to listen to before you buy. Basically, there's more of everything Best Buy sells. But in building this new Best Buy, there's one thing we didn't change: our low prices. So remember, North Dallas, a bigger, better Best Buy grand opens this Friday at noon at the intersection of Midway and LBJ. It's an opening you won't want to miss.
All units, code 503, stolen vehicle.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Okay, now everybody on the floor.
Head out on the freeway.
Billionaire Dalton Foss's daughter is being held hostage.
Oh, this is just what I needed. And hang on for the ride of your life.
A high-speed chase is now in progress.
Don't drive so fast.
Don't drive so fast. What are you, mad? In the high-speed action comedy The Chase, now on home video.
You are really starting to get on my nerves. You can't just kidnap somebody and expect them to be cute and nice.
Charlie Sheen and Christy Swanson star in the movie critics are calling fast, wild, and funny.
How much do you want?
$50,000.
$50,000? You're a billionaire. That's pathetic. Roger Ebert calls The Chase slick and charming.
You can only imagine the horror young Natalie Voss is experiencing right now.
God, it's so romantic.
The Chase. Rated PG-13 from Fox Video.
Isn't all for the best, huh? I mean, it's hard to believe those sounds come from a human being.
Johnny, an Amstel Light, please.
Opera? You pay a fortune to watch a bunch of adults running around wearing hats with horns, singing in a foreign language for 6 hours. Can I get an Amstel Light, too, please?
I love all the pomp and circumstance. Opera's got real style.
Oh, people wear a tuxedo to the opera, right? Pajamas would be more like it since nobody ever stays awake.
Funny how two people can look at the same thing differently.
Come on, give it a chance. The music, it's so moving.
Mm-hmm. You ever try dancing to Rigoletto?
To some people, Amstel Light is a great-tasting imported beer. And to others, it's a great-tasting light beer.
But the storylines are incredible in operas. I mean, you got to admit, that's real genius.
Mm-hmm. A 9,000-pound lady dying of consumption, even she's bored.
Great-tasting light beer or great-tasting imported beer? Either way, you're talking about Amstel Light. Amstel Light, imported by Van Munching and Company, New York, New York.
If you can't remember the last time you changed your car's belts and radiator hoses, better get to Western Auto for a courtesy belt and hose inspection, because a breakdown could be just around the corner. It's a fact. Most manufacturers recommend new belts and hoses every 20,000 miles. That's why Western Auto carries a complete line of cooling system products, including high-quality Dynaflex belts and hoses by Dayco. No other belts and hoses outperform Dynaflex by Dayco for rugged reliability in all kinds of weather. Blazing hot or freezing cold, Dayco is the kind of quality you want under your hood. So play it safe. Come to Western Auto today, and we'll check your belts and hoses for free. If we spot a problem, we've got the solution at serious savings. Dynaflex belts and radiator hoses by Dayco. Hey, we know what you want.
The Basement presents Non-Stop Rock. It's a Labor Day bash this Saturday and Sunday with 24 hours of live music, 2 p.m. until 2 a.m. both days. This is the Eagles' T.C. McGuire, and I want to party with you Sunday night from 10 to midnight. You'll register to win a night on the town, including Aerosmith tickets and dinner at Simply Fondue. Enter the Hot Legs contest. Ladies only, please. $100 the first prize. And I'll give away tons of Eagle prizes provided by Don't Wreck Your Life campaign. It's at the Basement Sunday night with me, TC, from 97.1 The Eagle. See you there.
It's 7:32 at 97.1 The Eagle.
It's the best of Stern on 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
And you're listening to Classic Best of Stern, Jackie New Rave, Joke Page Martling to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD. It's only $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. The price includes a 20-page color Jokeland catalog. Call 1-800-323-5464. And Friday, September 30th, Jackie is again Grand Marshal of the Greater New York Beer Fest at the New York Coliseum here in Manhattan. For info and raunchy jokes, call 516-922-WINE. Back to Classic Best of Stern. In this segment, Howard calls a woman who wrote him a letter objecting to, what can we say, certain elements in the show? It is Classic Best of Stern.
Okay, now it's time to play the orgasm lady.
All right.
Let's listen, sit back. This is one of those blasts from the past that you'll only hear this week.
This is a woman, a grandmother, who wrote to the show complaining.
And we decided to call her.
Yeah.
Hi, I got your letter.
Yes.
All right, thanks for coming on, because I want to straighten this out. You wrote me a nasty letter.
I certainly did.
You said I'm a sick person.
Right.
And you said you were riding with your teenage daughter, who's 20 years old. I mean, she's certainly old.
Well, she was 19 at the time I was riding with her.
Okay, now it says here that you were upset. Now, what were you upset about?
Oh, Howard. I guess I must have been... You're coming through. Polly, please. I must have been born in the wrong century, because I will just never get used to this talk and the way you bring everything out so boldly.
Yeah, but it's healthy. It's healthy. And
not for these young kids. You know, they listen to all this.
No, the young kids don't listen to me. It's the adults that do. You should see my ratings. I don't even have any teenagers.
Well, you certainly shocked me with the things you come out with.
Well, what did I say that was so bad? Tell me one thing I said that was so bad, please.
You just, well, as I say, I was brought up a very strict Catholic girl, and I guess I'm just not used to...
Oh, you're like a real religious person. Hey,
well, no, I'm not real religious, but, I mean, things, you should say certain things in certain places.
What did I say that was bad?
Well, the one word you kept repeating all afternoon was orgasm.
Oh, because in your letter you spelled it O-R-G-A-Z-I-A-M. I thought you said orgasm.
Well, I was so upset when I wrote that letter that I'm surprised I wrote it that well.
But what's wrong with orgasm? Don't you like orgasm?
Oh, Howard, please.
You really... I'm turning her on, I think. Ooh. Oh, come on. Listen, when you got your daughter, I bet you had an orgasm. Right? And what's wrong with the word orgasm? It just feels...
Here you go again. You keep saying that.
It's just a bodily thing that feels good.
Yeah, but you don't talk about it like that so openly. You know, there's some things you talk about behind the door, not in front of the door.
Yeah, but this is healthy. It's good for society.
You gotta bring this stuff out of the bedroom.
So, okay, so let's say I stop saying orgasm.
I just...
What else do you want? I mean, how can I get you to listen?
Well, can't you talk about nice things instead of things about sex all the time?
What's wrong with sex? Don't you love it?
No.
Uh-oh.
Well, I do like sex, but, you know...
Do you still have sex?
Well, I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, I do.
You have a husband, right?
I have a wonderful husband.
And he gets it on with you, right?
Yeah.
And you have orgasms.
Oh, God, did you expect me to say that?
I'm saying...
Well, we hope you do.
We're all adults here, for goodness sakes.
You don't talk like that in front of other people.
Oh, sure you do. Believe me, all these sex therapists and things. Orgasm. Orgasm.
Oh.
What
does your mother say when she hears you talk like that?
She has an orgasm.
Your mother must really... The poor woman, I really feel sorry for her.
What makes you think my mother thinks I'm bad? I'm a good guy.
No, you shouldn't say those things.
Let me just say something here to you. Ready?
I'm ready, Howard.
And I think maybe this will help you. Orgasm. Orgasm. Is that so terrible a word?
Maybe she could say it.
I could see if I said something like, all right. How's this? Let me see how you react, okay?
Yeah.
Suck.
Oh, God. You know?
Suck.
Howard, please.
Now wait a second.
It's a perfectly reasonable word.
That's why I get in trouble with people like you. The word suck is fine.
Yes.
Do you ever suck a lollipop?
We all know what you're thinking when you say it like that.
That's your mind. That's your mind. All right, let me say another word here.
All right.
Stroke.
Yes.
That's okay?
That's all right.
Because that's what we're going to have someday if I...
keep on
I'm going to have if I keep listening to you is a stroke.
All right. What about the word scum? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
Can you say the word, how about, soul kiss?
What?
That's when you jam your tongue down another person's throat.
Oh, God. You know, you shocked me as badly as the day I found the first pornographic magazine under my son's bed. I was so shocked that day.
Oh, so some nudie girls?
Yes.
Yeah. What'd they show? Breasts?
Oh, they just showed everything.
Big breasts?
It was all set to send it to, Jerry Falwell in Washington and say, this is what you're screaming about all the time.
Oh, you're not a Falwell guy, are you?
Well...
Well, what's wrong with your son looking at naked girls? I'm a fag looking at boys.
Well, I tell you, I was just born at the wrong time in the wrong year, and I just can't go along with all this stuff. It's just too much for me.
Oh, come on. It's just fun. It's fun. Words don't mean anything.
Nothing. We make them bad.
You certainly do.
No, we don't.
See, like I say the word suck, and right away you think the worst.
Bad things, yes.
Well, knowing the way you talk all the time, when you say it, it makes me think that way.
What about breast? Is that okay to say?
Oh, breast is all right.
Tush?
Yes.
Tushy?
Yes.
Tushy.
What?
How about, let me think of another word.
Gee, I thought you'd be so mad when you got that letter that I wrote that you'd never want to... You're the last one in the world I ever thought would call here.
Look at this. You write at the end. God help the youth of today.
That's right.
Good Lord.
I do. I feel sorry for them. I really do.
Why? The youth of today are fine.
No, Howard, you should talk differently to these. You must have kids listening to your program. I know you're so popular. Polly, that's all she kept talking about. Howard Stern, Howard Stern. I said, who is Howard Stern? So one day she said in the car, I'm going to let you hear who Howard Stern is. And that's when I almost had the stroke.
Look, let me just say something. If the word orgasm upsets you...
Oh, God. Here we go again.
Let me just say something. A man and a woman lying in a bed together is such a beautiful thing. God wants us to talk about that.
No, he doesn't.
He wants
those who are doing it to talk to each other about it, but he doesn't want you talking about it.
I think about orgasm.
God. Are you married?
Yes.
Your poor wife.
Well, I don't.
All I can say.
I don't get orgasms.
No, neither does she.
Yeah, you're lucky. Your husband gives you an orgasm. My wife.
What a lucky woman you are.
Oh God.
I'm the only man in America who doesn't have orgasm when he has sex.
I will never forget this as long as I live.
And I hope you live a long time because you're a marvelous woman.
Oh, thank you.
You're very nice, and I wish you many orgasms with you and your husband.
Thank you very much.
But believe me, and it's okay if your son looks at porno mags.
No, it isn't. Not with me, it isn't.
Boy.
21, he can look at whoever he wants, but not now.
Thank God you're not my mother.
If I was your mother, would I fix your wagon?
Oh, boy.
What would you do to him?
What would you do to me?
I would lock you up. I'd never let
Would
you
you
out.
tell me something? Let me just call you Mommy for a minute.
All right.
Would you pull down my pants and spank me?
No. That should have been done 20 years ago. It's too late now.
You know something? I'd like to come over your house and have you pull down my pants and my underwear and turn me over your knee and turn my cheeks pink. Bright red pink. Would you do that?
You're too old for that, Howard. You're too old.
I would enjoy it so much.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
And then, in order to make me feel better after I've been a bad boy, you could rub oils into my wounds.
Oh, God.
Or not.
Or anything.
You're making me feel worse than I did before I wrote that letter.
Well, you're a very sweet woman, and I wish you'd give us another chance. We're really not such bad people.
Well, Howard, if you just wouldn't use those words all the time.
Orgasm?
What?
Orgasm.
Yeah, that word is just too much.
And you got to learn how to spell. By the way, you got to use a dictionary.
I know, I'm a terrible speller.
All right.
I always was.
And those magazines are called pornographic magazines.
Well, not pornographic, phonographic, whatever.
Yeah, I mean...
Phonographic. Is that what you said? Phonographic?
Yes, you said phonographic.
Oh, he's just reading record magazines. What do you get upset about that?
Well, I just don't like those things.
What, you don't like music?
Oh, yes, I like music.
All right. Well, anyway, listen, you're a very lovely woman.
Well, thank you, Howard.
And
I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but
it's okay. I'm sorry. We just don't agree.
Yeah.
Well, it's just as I say, I could never get used to this.
What I would like to do is invite you up to my station and to my show one day to sit here with us.
And listen to you say those words over and over again.
Yes, I'd like to invite you on this show.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to do that, you know where to reach me.
Well, if I ever get down to the Big Apple, I'll certainly...
Thank you. Look me up, and who knows, maybe we'll check into a hotel and maybe fool around.
Wait, Howard, my son Andy wants to say something to you.
Sure, go ahead.
Howard?
Yeah, hi, Andy.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay,
I want to tell you, I listen to your show all the time. And I think you have a great show.
Hey, and listen, babe, keep reading those phonographic magazines.
All right, I will.
There's nothing wrong, man.
Wonderful.
And what do you do, like lay in bed at night with those magazines?
No.
Yeah?
Well, I don't look at them that much anymore.
No,
Only when I was younger, you know?
Hey, it's cool, man. I still look at them.
Yeah?
Oh. My right arm is tired tonight. As a matter of
With
fact.
your wife, you look at those, or is it just...
Yeah, my wife reads them, too. It's cool. Yeah, we enjoy it.
You ever look at the pictures and then get...
Yeah, I do that, too. Everybody does it, and I don't have warts on my hand. Hey, look, your mom's a very nice woman. You listen to her.
Okay.
All right, babe.
All right,
Take care.
thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, what a nutty family, huh?
Howard.
That was the kid she raised. He sounded as much of a deviant as I am.
Hey, do you ever...
Yeah. Hey, do you ever read them with your wife and look at the pictures and...
Do you know what? That reminded me of another phone call. There was the phone call we had from this woman, and we got her daughter on the phone, and her daughter was talking about, don't worry about my mother. My mother's wacky.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know I can't remember exactly what that phone call was all about, but I remember the mother and the daughter carrying on with each other.
It might have been NBC or it might have even been Washington, that phone call.
No, I know it was NBC.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty wild phone call because the daughter got on and said, don't listen to my mother, she's crazy.
Yeah, I remember
'cause
that.
the mother was all crazy about everything we said on the air, and she was like, we should be taken off. She was, my mother's a nut. Don't even listen to her.
Like a psychopath.
And we were telling her, we're sorry for you that you have this mother.
Yeah, it was a pretty good call. There was a lot of good calls.
Yeah.
Because you used to get, it was kind of weird, because being on an AM station that played Barry Manilow, you'd get the moms who would call in, who would like be listening to Captain Frank's All Request show and requesting Barry Manilow, and then accidentally would hear our show and freak out. It was kind of interesting. You don't get that kind of negativity anymore. I mean, people are pretty hip to what we're doing now.
Yeah.
We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to government scapegoat Howard Stern. It's the best of Stern on 97.1 The Eagle.
It's 7:45 at the Eagle. I'm Les Colinas. Checking the weather forecast. Mostly cloudy today. 70% chance of showers or thunderstorms. High of 86. At the moment, still 72 at 97.1 The Eagle. I'm Les Colinas in for Brad Baxter. Checking the traffic now for Comedy Defensive Driving School. Got a disabled vehicle eastbound I-30, the old turnpike on the ramp to northbound I-35, Stemmons Freeway. The right lane blocked. Traffic slow on the Trinity River Bridge. Northbound I-35 Stemmons from the Mixmaster to Continental. An earlier multi-car wreck has cleared. Also bumper-to-bumper traffic through the canyon because of it, as well as inbound I-35 South RLT from Marsalis. That's slow as well. Other accidents that are still there. Northbound 75 Central at Mockingbird near the Mrs. Baird's Bread Bakery. And Fort Worth at Westmoreland. In Fort Worth, Lancaster at Tierney and Western Center Boulevard at I-35, the North Freeway. You'll find bang-ups in both of those spots. Richardson got one at eastbound Arapahoe at Plano Road near the Blockbuster Video. And Louisville, southbound I-35 Stemmons from Highway 121 to FM 3040, Round Grove Road. An earlier wreck has cleared, but that's got traffic slow inbound to Dallas. That's traffic. I'm Les Colinas on the Eagle.
Don't wait any longer. Take advantage of the Comedy Defensive Driving School's special 6-hour Labor Day class and save $10 off the regular price. That's Labor Day only from 9 to 3:30. Call 8-COMEDY today.
How about 2 tickets to see Aerosmith at Coca-Cola Starplex for October 3rd, along with dinner for 2 at Simply Fondue? Sound cool? How about one of the new Eagle t-shirts, Pure Rock CDs and cassettes, rock videos, Eagle koozies and tattoos? I bet you want a lot of that stuff. This is the Eagles' Brad Baxter. Those are just some of the prizes I'll be giving away every 10 minutes today from 1 to 3 p.m. at Best Buy, 1330 Townies Boulevard in Mesquite. Stop by. We're going to feed you, too. We've got free Mr. Jim's Pizza and Ice Down West End beverages. You can also pick up the new Howard Stern bumper stickers. I'm sure you want to get one of those on your car as soon as possible. It's happening today from 1 to 3 p.m. Best Buy, 1330 Townies Boulevard in Mesquite with 97.1 The Eagle.
At last, a film for anyone who likes their burgers raw.
That's some sweet piece of meat, ain't it?
Their beers cold.
Her name's Mallory.
And their heroes behind bars. Mickey and Mallory Knox.
Me and my wife are pretty sick.
I'm actually a really nice person.
Ripped from today's headlines.
They tore up the countryside with a vengeance right out of the Bible.
Fate made them lovers.
3 weeks. 50 people killed. 52. Any regrets?
The media made them superstars.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis, Robert Downey Jr., and Tommy Lee Jones, an Oliver Stone film.
Till death do us part.
Natural Born Killers. Featuring music by Nine Inch Nails, Jane's Addiction, Peter Gabriel, L7, Dr. Dre, and Rage Against the Machine. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parents.
You've been watching. You've been waiting. You've been listening. Now, this Sunday, the big event is here. It's Fox NFL Sunday. Join Terry Bradshaw, Jimmy Johnson, Howie Long, and James Brown for a breakthrough hour of pregame information and entertainment. Coverage begins at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. There's never been a show like it before. Then, history will be made again as Fox Sports brings you the premiere of regular season NFL football. It's a classic NFC East battle as Randall Cunningham returns to the Philadelphia Eagles to battle rushing Rodney Hampton and the New York Giants. It's a Fox NFL doubleheader. The Eagles take on the Giants at 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific, followed by the Dallas Cowboys versus the Pittsburgh Steelers at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. Fox NFL Sunday, same game, new attitude.
Don't miss the premiere of Fox NFL Sunday, starting Sunday at 11 a.m. on KDAF Fox 33.
You're driving to work right now. You could be on I-20, I-30, LBJ, or you could be just blocks from home. You look out and wonder if that a-hole driving next to you is going to crunch your little car. Now, this could happen to you. That fool could ruin your whole day by wrecking your car, but worse, he could leave you with permanent damage to your body. When that happens, don't just take it. Remember that you have rights to. Call attorney Brian Loncar of the law firm Loncar & Associates, 1-800-285-HURT. It's an easy number to remember, 1-800-285-HURT. Let Brian explain your legal rights to you. If you've been injured in a car accident, that wasn't your fault. Attorney Brian Loncar will answer all your questions about what you legally have coming to you. Brian Loncar. Remember that name? He's an advocate for you. He'll answer questions regarding who will pay for the damage to your car, temporary transportation, doctor visits, medical bills, lost wages, recovery for pain and suffering. and a lot more you'll need to know. Take action now to get what you legally have coming to you. For a free consultation, call Longcar and Associates now at 1-800-285-HURT. At Longcar and Associates, they're large enough to handle the most complicated injury case, but small enough to care about each individual client. Call Longcar and Associates in Dallas before it's too late at 1-800-285-HURT.
All attorneys fully licensed for the practice of law by the state of Texas. Not certified by the Board of Legal Specialization.
From the hottest club in Addison to the coolest club in Arlington, announcing the grand opening of Venice Beach Grill in Arlington. That's right, there are now 2 Venice Beach Grill locations in the Metroplex, and with 2 locations, the party never stops. Both feature the best happy hours in the Metroplex, with 25-cent drafts and $1.50 well wine and long neck, plus a free buffet from 5 till 8, and dollar margaritas every day. In Arlington, check out the huge patio and volleyball court. In Addison, see your favorite sports on 22 screens with Sunday drink specials for all games. Venice Beach Arlington is located on Lamar, just west of Wet n Wild. Call 817-469-1899 or visit the original Venice Beach location in Addison on Midway at Beltline Road. 214-788-5325. Venice Beach brings you the best bands in Texas. Emerald City plays every Friday in Addison and every Saturday in Arlington. Tonight in Arlington, catch Moving Colors. Venice Beach Grill. Surfboards welcome.
You know how Heineken always turns down our ideas for commercials?
Yeah, what's your point?
What's my point? At this time, I got an idea.
Oh, yeah? What's your idea?
Well, let's use a celebrity.
Hey, good idea.
A movie star. Someone who's daring.
Yet sophisticated.
You know, kind of manly.
But sensitive.
Always got to be charismatic.
Yet a bit aloof.
So who?
There is nobody.
I don't know anyone.
Let's use an athlete.
All right. A football player.
Too violent. No. How about hockey?
Excuse me?
Baseball. A pitcher.
A pitcher.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No. He's got to be a first baseman.
Yeah.
You know, first base, Heineken number 1, first base, number 1. Get it, take me out to the beer.
Okay.
No celebrity spokesman. No retired athletes. That doesn't make a beer taste better. So it's certainly not what made Heineken the number 1 imported beer in America.
And we get a golfer who shot a hole-in-one. You get hole-in-one, number 1. It could be a whole theme.
A theme.
Yeah, it could be a theme park.
A theme park. Heineken Land.
Yeah. It could be big.
It could be.
I doubt it.
Heineken. Just being the best is enough. Imported by Van Munching and Company, New York, New York.
7:52 at 97.1 The Eagle. Want to invite you out to Papacito's tonight, 10433 Lombardi between Loop 12 and I-35, just off Northwest Highway in Dallas. Going to be out there to raise money tonight for NDA. What we're going to do is we're going to take all the waiters, we're going to tie them up, put them in a back room. We're going to take over, and then whatever you tip us as waiters all goes to the MDA. Now, it starts at 5 o'clock tonight. Then at 9 in the parking lot, whichever one of us, Russ Martin, Bones, Chris Ryan, or myself, whichever one of us raises the least amount of tips, is going to have to dress up as a human burrito. And then for $1, you can throw burrito slop at whoever that is. Oh, boy. Can't wait. It's tonight. Papacito's, the new one, 10433 Lombardi between Loop 12 and I-35 off Northwest Highway. Come on out and throw some slop at us from 97.1 The Eagle.
97.1 The Eagle. We're back with a man who single-handedly saved over 500,000 New Year's Eve parties, Howard Stern.
And we're back with classic Best of Stern and concluding the NBC shows by playing a phone call Howard made to the lead guitarist of the Cars. It is classic Best of Stern.
I could cue up one last. I just wanted to hear if this was as bad as I thought it was.
What?
This Elliot Easton thing, I remember it being pretty bad. Like, this guy really is a dick. The guy from the Cars, he's a guitar player.
Who announced over the weekend that he is starting up his own band.
Oh, good. Remind me not to buy the record. So, anyway, this guy, he was like really being Mr. Rockstar.
Well, we used to do this. Remember the countdown show we did for a while?
Yeah, we started a countdown thing, but we'd only get to one record.
Yeah.
We'd only get to the number 1 record. So we thought it'd be kind of funny to do a countdown. Since we had to play bad music, it'd be kind of neat to count it down.
Uh-huh.
And the thing was that I always said to him, well, get us, if the Cars have a number 1 record, then get us the Cars interview. And they couldn't get us the interviews with the number 1 people, so we just took anybody we could get. We ended up with Elliot Easton for no real reason.
Yeah, just to have a musical guest.
Right. Which made no sense. The whole countdown show just didn't work. You got to give Casey a lot more credit than he gets.
Oh, Oh, goodness.
And the whole thing just wasn't working, but...
Well, number one, we were counting the wrong way, and you really have to count these things backwards.
Yeah, we decided, well, let's give the number one record right away and then count backwards. But what can I tell you? Never really worked out. We didn't want to keep people in suspense. We felt that was wrong. We felt that was misleading the public. So let me just see. I remember this guy being a real dick. Is he a real dick on this?
Yeah, like the first 2 minutes of this is really good.
Yeah, I'll play the first 2 minutes. I just want to hear him being a real dick.
No, if you listen to it, you'll see that you were trying to sort of insinuate that you were a friend of the rock star.
Yeah, and I was kidding with him, but he didn't get it.
He didn't get it at all.
That irritated him greatly.
Yeah. You don't know me. Was it one of those things?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, idiot, I'm doing a spoof. Nobody thinks I know you, you jerk off.
Elliot!
Hello?
What's happening? It's Howard.
Yeah, do you have to shout like that?
Oh, damn.
Oh, man.
Yeah, old friend.
Yeah, old buddy. Old buddy, old pal. Do you have to shout like over the phone? It's really coming through loud.
Oh,
see, I haven't
not
warmed you
a
up.
good start.
I was trying to be informal like we were friends or something.
Oh. Hey, Howard. How the are you?
Ooh, wait.
Elliot.
Wait a second. Hey, Elliot, don't say that on the air.
Well, then don't yell in my ear.
Okay, I'm...
What a jerk off.
Yeah.
Hey, wait till he comes around to that solo album and I trash that thing into the ground. It comes around, goes around.
You're just trying to have a good time here.
Yeah, just trying to, hey, we're just all trying to do our job. Sorry, we all can't be in a successful rock band.
Yeah.
Sorry, we all can't have some guy writing our songs for us and making us tons of money. Sorry, we all can't link up with Rick Ocasek.
And he was just waking up. This is like, what, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, tough life. Here we go.
Sorry, ooh.
Oh, sorry about that.
Well, good to have you on the show.
Yeah, I can tell.
We're getting off to some start here. You don't like me?
Hey, it's your show, man. You have any questions you want to ask me, or do you want to try and become friends over the phone here?
What a schmuck.
Whoa.
I'm glad the car's in nowhere now.
Talk about promotion.
Yeah. Hey, you want to interview me, man? Or you just want to act like an idiot, okay? Let's not have any fun, all right? This is rock and roll. We're supposed to ask serious questions.
You're just the idiot who gets to play our record.
I'll bet you this dickhead, when he comes around for his promotional tour, isn't going to be so high and mighty. You know, it's like he's going to be kissing ass all over again. When he all of a sudden can't stand under Rick Ocasek's wing.
He'll remember what it was like.
Yeah. All of a sudden,
started out.
All of a sudden, he'll start getting the jokes.
The funny thing is, most people say that he's a really nice guy, but for some reason with you, he wasn't.
No, he's a jerk-off, that's why. Because we exposed him for what he was. We exposed that rock and roll attitude, which is why I couldn't stand to go to that Atlantic Records thing. I didn't want to be around the attitude. You could cut it with a knife.
It really was pretty...
And if you're, like, overly friendly backstage, then you're not cool.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure all the rock stars only stayed with the rock stars. It wasn't like they were talking to anybody else.
Like, it's real cool to just sort of... And I'm not even talking about the rock stars. I'm talking about, like, the backstage groupie types who get backstage passes and stuff. It's real cool to just sort of stand back there and not talk to anyone and, like, just kind of stand there and look at everyone. And I can't stand that. I hate that. That's why I hate going backstage at concerts.
You know who's hanging out back there that I talked to for a while?
Who?
Mark McEwen.
Oh, the weather guy?
Well, he's not the weather guy anymore.
At CBS, he's not?
Yeah, he's now the pop rock reporter.
No, he also does the weather.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, was he pop rocking?
He was pop rocking back there.
Yeah, that guy's a real jerk. He really is a jerk. He's just totally carried away with himself.
Come on.
He's a jerk. There's no way I think that guy's happening. He's a jerk.
You know, sometimes you can be so vicious.
It's my job.
I mean, this guy's never done anything to you.
I don't want to end up the pop rock reporter.
He's just trying to make a living. God forbid that somebody should have a little less talent than you.
Oh, is he a dickhead, though? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have no respect for him. I'm sorry. If you watched him on the Hollywood Squares, and if you saw him on that CBS Morning News, I'm sorry. He's a nothing. He's a nobody.
All right. So what should he do?
Hey, how about come on? What?
What should he do? Jump? Kill himself?
No, he should continue doing what he's doing, and I'll continue commenting on it.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know.
What he should do is get a personality transplant.
Friends over the phone here.
Oh, okay. Hey, how about coming on our TV show? getting the whole band on there.
What's your TV show?
I'm going to be taping a TV show.
So I was trying to impress upon him that we weren't just disc jockeys. So I made up a TV show.
August 25th.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, are we on the air now?
Yeah, I'm on the air. That's why I don't want to. I don't want you using 4-letter words because I'll get fired. And I need this job. I'm not a millionaire.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I think so. I'm trying to understand what you mean.
Well,
this guy's a real schmuck. A real schmuck-oli. Hey, I'm trying to understand what you mean, man. You know. Well, he started off on the wrong foot. Hey, man, why are you yelling at me? It's like, hey, give me a break.
What I mean, kinda, is...
What? Tell me about the TV show.
Well, I'm working on this TV show, but I want to get one big group on there.
Uh-huh.
And we're taping in Manhattan August 25th on a Saturday.
The TV show that really worked out well. The producer died. The producer literally died on it.
Took the whole show with him.
Yeah. He did. I remember the next day everyone was calling me up asking to pay his unpaid bills. I said, hey, I have nothing to do with it. I was being employed by him, too. I wasn't in business with him.
Really? It was like, you know how they always say you can't take it with you? Well, he did.
He did. He took the whole damn show with him. I remember guys were calling me up, like musicians and stuff. You promised to pay me, so how about you paying me? And I was like, what do you mean? I'm not paying you anything.
Really?
I'm waiting to get paid myself.
Yeah, we didn't get a dime either.
No. I was just a salaried guy.
Day afternoon.
Oh.
And I think it'd be pretty hip to have the cars on there. That's what I'm saying. Because I saw you in New York. They had you guys on the Regis Philbin show, and I thought
that's right.
I thought that was kind of
lame.
Lame because Regis is kind of lame.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think Regis is Regis. Anybody who goes on there, it's sort of the same thing, and it's all sort of.
Let's see if he was warming up at this point.
Well, he heard he was on the air. You noticed that attitude changed.
Yeah.
Once he figured other people were hearing that.
Hey, are we on the air?
Oh, hi, Howard.
Meanwhile, we told him 900 times he was on the air before he got on the air. You know, we said, next voice you're going to hear, you're on the air. Oh, God. Ugh. He's a nice guy when he's on the air.
Yeah.
A couple of good moments there at NBC, huh? I have a lot more, but the time is up.
Uh-oh. That's it?
The window has closed. Isn't it ironic that this is my material, and yet
you have
I have to get permission.
limited
I have to get permission to play it.
in your use of it.
Yeah, it's sort of a burn. It really is. It's a real kind of burn. But what are you going to do?
Well, they're going to be no more pretty soon.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
It's 8:03 at 97.1 The Eagle. I'm Les Colinas checking the weather forecast. Mostly cloudy with a 70% chance of showers or thunderstorms. High today, 86. Right now, 72 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Welcome back to Amazing Abilities. Today we have John Osborne.
Hello.
John, what's your amazing ability?
I can tell the ingredients of any food with one taste.
What are you doing?
Limbering up.
Well, whenever you're
ready.
Okay, first try this Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Well, it's definitely cream. Pure fresh cream. And cane sugar. This Haagen-Dazs is delicious.
And now, the competition.
Okay. Cream, sugar. Oh, wait. Something else. There's something very different about this one. Aha! It's a combination of guar gum and seaweed.
Seaweed? The competition uses seaweed in their ice cream?
I'm guessing it's from somewhere near the lower Mississippi.
The label says it's all natural.
Bottom-floating plant life doesn't come from a lab.
Amazing. Well, we're out of time. Tune in next week, folks. Your Haagen-Dazs. It's better than anything.
I saw a great movie last night.
Oh, yeah?
The new action movie.
I hate those movies. They're all the same. Good-looking good guy, bad-looking bad guy. They blow up some buildings and it's over. I mean, what else is new?
Well, I know you'd like it if they discussed the architectural design of the buildings before they blew them up. But some of us find those movies pretty stimulating. Charlie, let me get an Amstel Light, please.
Yeah, I'll have an Amstel Light, too. Stimulating? Yeah, with stirring dialogue like, move and I'll shoot your head off. Oh, please.
Funny how two people can look at the same thing differently.
Those movies keep me on the edge of my seat.
Those movies keep me out of the movie theater.
To some people, Amstel Light is a great tasting imported beer. To others, it's a great-tasting light beer.
I tell you, I can't get enough of those action movies.
Well, don't worry, because if there's one called Explosion Man, there'll be an Explosion Man 2. Revenge of Explosion Man, grandson of Explosion Man. Oh, I was a teenage Explosion Man.
Great-tasting light beer or great-tasting imported beer? Either way, you're talking about Amstel Light. Amstel Light, imported by Van Munching & Company, New York, New York.
When it comes to making phone calls, there's a few unwritten rules that everyone should be familiar with. Of course, the golden rule is never make crank calls from your home.
That's right, baby. Me and you, baby. Hello? Mom, hang up. I'm on the phone. Where was I, baby?
Now, when it comes to making a collect call, the rule is don't dial the operator. It's a rip, and you'll have to deal with stuff like,
Hi, Grandma. Thanks for accepting my call. Don't hi me, punk. Grandma?
forget that. Just dial 1-800-COLLECT. Here's how it works. Dial 1-800-COLLECT. You'll save the people you call some cash. And one last thing. If you have to use an outdoor payphone, watch out for the skanky ones. Do yourself a favor. Pick it up with a pair of salad tongs or something. They can be scary.
1-800-COLLECT. Save the people you call up to 44%. Use it every time you make a long-distance collect call.
Savings based on a 3-minute AT&T operator-dialed interstate call.
She was Starlet of the Year in 1992, Female Performer of the Year in 1993. She stars in hundreds of top current adult films, and she wants to meet you. The one and only Ashlyn Gear, appearing at After Hours Video in Garland. 2 days only. This Friday and Saturday, Miss Gear will be there for pictures and autographs. Buy any Ashlyn Gear title at After Hours Video, and Ashlyn will autograph it free. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime chance to meet her in person this Friday and Saturday at After Hours Video, 2528 West Walnut in Garland. And while you're there, check out After Hours' huge selection of over 2,500 videos, CD-ROMs too. Come meet Ashlyn Gear Friday night between 6 and 10, or Saturday from 1 to 5. It all happens at After Hours Video, 2528 West Walnut, near the corner of Shiloh and Walnut in Garland. After Hours Video, open 7 days a week. For more information, call 276-0893. After Hours Video.
The Basement presents Non-Stop Rock. It's a Labor Day bash this Saturday and Sunday with 24 hours of live music, 2 p.m. until 2 a.m. both days. This is the Eagles, T.C. McGuire, and I want to party with you Sunday night from 10 to midnight. You'll register to win a night on the town, including Aerosmith tickets and dinner at Simply Fondue. Enter the Hot Legs contest. Ladies only, please. $100 the first prize. And I'll give away tons of Eagle prizes provided by Don't Wreck Your Life campaign. It's at the Basement Sunday night with me, TC, from 97.1 The Eagle. See you there.
It's 8:08 at 97.1 The Eagle.
You're listening to the best of the Howard Stern Show on 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Now we're back with the best of Stern and the incorrigible prank phone caller. You know him, you love him, better known as Captain Jenks. Well, he made one of his great calls to CNN during the earthquake a couple years back. Here's how it went on the best of Stern.
Captain Jenks did his best one yet.
What did he do?
Did you hear about this? I had heard that during the earthquake in Los Angeles, which it was a big earthquake.
Yes.
See, this is the way it came to me. Hey, let me get Captain Jenks on the phone. Hi, Captain Jenks.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Yes, good morning, Howard.
It's really funny. Dan Foreman, our TV producer, called me yesterday, and he says, hey, it was pretty wild. I heard about it. Says on CNN they were interviewing people live about the earthquake, but I thought they were actually like on camera. And some guy, went up to this guy and said, what was the earthquake like? And the guy goes, what do you think of Howard Stern?
Oh, no.
But as it turns out, it was Captain Jenks.
On the phone.
Yeah, calling in. Why don't you play it?
Ooh.
All right.
And as we told you, Joshua Tree is the area that has been hit so very hard because it's so close to the epicenter of the earthquake this morning. Dave Karamis lives in Joshua Tree, and he's on the phone with us right now. Dave?
Hello, sir.
How bad is it?
Do you like Howard Stern?
How bad is it?
Do you like Howard Stern?
All right. We're going to continue with more of this, and we will be back right after this.
Great.
Oh, my
Right in the commercial, Howard.
Oh, dear, that man was devastated.
Oh, yeah.
That was the worst quake he ever had.
What was his face like when you were doing it? Was he like panicking?
Oh, Howard, it was so funny. Because actually what happened was I wasn't watching it when I did the call. I taped it and then watched it later.
Yeah.
It was incredible. He looked down and he grinned.
Because you know what it is? These guys now all know my name and stuff from Ross Perot and all that other stuff.
But see, I had the edge now at least because this call was made to Atlanta.
Right. Okay. So how did this call come about? You're watching CNN.
I was watching CNN, and you know, Kevin calls me up. Kevin from the newsletter calls me up.
Yeah.
And he says, "You've got to call in once again." So I've done this before, Howard, during other earthquakes.
Right.
So I picked up the phone and I called Los Angeles.
Right.
The CNN studios, and I spoke with the producer over there, and they gave me a special hotline number to call in Atlanta that I have now.
Well, how do you convince them? You just tell them you're there?
I told them that I was in Joshua Tree, and I started telling them that I saw buildings swaying back and forth and stuff.
Yeah.
And
did you say you saw girls running around like nude?
Girls running around nude, people hiding under cars.
Very descriptive.
Nothing for nothing. I'm not saying that an earthquake is funny. I'm just trying to point out that CNN will put anybody on the air, and they could tell anybody anything, and they'll believe it.
Right, and then it becomes news.
This is a news story, Jenks. You've uncovered something.
In other words, Jenks is really working under. He is. Even though that's a goofy question, he's proving by the hypocrisy of the media. He has like an underlying message.
It's like when they go and they sneak into the airport to show you how lax security is.
Yes, exactly.
This is in the news this morning?
What?
This is in the news this morning?
What's
no,
in the
I'm
news?
just saying you're making news. You should sell this to it.
That's right. It's a big story. All right, go ahead. Yeah, so you call them up and you tell them all that, then they give you the hotline number, and the guy puts you through?
So I called over there, and then they told me at one point that they weren't going to take my call, so I elaborated on my story a little bit.
Right.
I said, oh, this is incredible. There's buildings blowing up over here, and cars are overturning. And he said, oh, hold on. Put me right on the air.
Oh. Wow.
He said, you'll be speaking, and he told me the guy's name I was going to be speaking with, and he put me right on the air.
Super.
And when I looked at the tape and played it back, this is what I saw.
And as we told you, Joshua Tree is the area that has been hit so very hard because it's so close to the epicenter of the earthquake this morning. Dave Karamis lives in Joshua Tree, and he's on the phone with us right now. Dave?
Hello, sir.
How bad is it?
Do you like Howard Stern?
How bad is it?
Do you like Howard Stern?
I like he comes back a second time.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to continue with more of this. And
like he thought the quake had shook him of his senses.
He's like, all right, we'll get past that, and now let's really talk about the quake. He let you go twice.
Like a guy standing in the middle of an earthquake would be saying to you.
Jenks is so great because the guy just says, all right, what about the quake? Do you like Howard Stern? Like Jenks never gets thrown. It's just the same thing over and over again.
It's like, I'll tell you about the quake once you tell me if you like Howard Stern.
You mean you would have given him the information had he answered your question?
Well, sure. Even though I wasn't there, I would have at least given him good ratings.
Wouldn't it have been great if it was said, yes, I like Howard Stern. Okay, now what about the quake?
I would have said probably something like, well, it's not really that bad, so.
That was like an assassination. I swear to God, the guy was like in such shock. He just kept asking.
He couldn't recover. He just had to keep asking the same question.
He was babbling.
He didn't even know to hang up.
Jenks, I got to see the video of that. That sounds pretty funny.
I do have it.
Yeah.
You know what I thought was very funny, though? You know how when you see the anchor doing the report, you see people running around in the background?
Yeah.
Well, this was incredible. Everybody stopped what they were doing in the background and was staring right at the anchorman.
Funny. I want to see that, too.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Incredibly funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I hate to hang up on you. I feel like we're bonding. I hate to
that was an incredible one.
Yeah, that is great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's your best one yet, if you ask me.
Thank you. Yeah, good.
I think
I
said to Gary, I think Captain Jenks got sort of inspired again when we were in Philadelphia, and I said to the press, and now here's the man responsible for starting all the Larry King phone calls and starting this wave of phone calls. The founder of the Howard Stern phone calls, Captain Jenks. All of a sudden, this rush of like 65, 70 cameras turned it all at once to
Jenks
Captain
got
Jenks.
articles out of it.
The only problem was when they aimed the camera in my direction, they were all over top of my head.
Yeah, well, you were so small, but you were standing on a chair, which was smart.
Yeah, I was.
Captain Jenks immediately stood up on a chair. He knows what to do to get that media attention. And like he was just in his glory. You should have seen him there in front, just...
It was a very proud day for me, Howard.
My recognition.
Yeah, finally some recognition.
It was a very proud day for me.
Yeah, well, I was proud of you. All right, Captain Jenks. And by the way, I don't condone what you've done, but...
Yes, of course.
Okay, very good.
This is your own thing.
Yeah, Mr. Clean. Oh, great.
All right, there he goes. Captain Jenks. Mr. Clean. We got to take a break, Robin. And then we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to a caring, sexual non-smoker, Howard Stern. You're listening to the Howard Stern Show on KGL Fort Worth, Dallas.
You've been watching. You've been waiting. You've been listening. Now, this Sunday, the big event is here. It's Fox NFL Sunday. Join Terry Bradshaw, Jimmy Johnson, Howie Long, and James Brown for a breakthrough hour of pregame information and entertainment. Coverage begins at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. There's never been a show like it before. Then, history will be made again as Fox Sports brings you the premiere of regular season NFL football. It's a classic NFC East battle as Randall Cunningham returns to the Philadelphia Eagles to battle rushing Rodney Hampton and the New York Giants. It's a Fox NFL doubleheader. The Eagles take on the Giants at 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific, followed by the Dallas Cowboys versus the Pittsburgh Steelers at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. Fox NFL Sunday, same game, new attitude.
Don't miss the premiere of Fox NFL Sunday, starting Sunday at 11 a.m. on KDAF Fox 33.
The new film from Oliver Stone.
You know what I think about? Sex. Hey, that is poetry.
When two people feel this strongly about each other,
I love you so much, baby. I love you.
You'd be crazy to stand in their way.
Fella, blood drives them nuts.
Fate made them lovers.
Best thing to happen to mass murder since marriage. Yeah, but they're way cooler.
The media made them superstars.
What do you have, baby? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis, Robert Downey Jr., and Tommy Lee Jones.
Till death do us part.
Natural Born Killers. Featuring music by Nine Inch Nails, Jane's Addiction, Peter Gabriel, L7, Dr. Dre, and Rage Against the Machine.
Me and my wife are pretty sick.
Rated R, under 17, not admitted without parents.
I've been a big fan of Snapple for over 20... How many years have I been a big fan of Snapple, Rob?
Well, I don't think you've been into Snapple as long as you've been married, so I'd say about 15.
15 years. And actually...
You met Snapple before your lovely bride?
No, I did not. I met Snapple right after I got married. So it's been about 15 years.
That's what I just said.
You're absolutely right. You know how long I've been in a relationship with Snapple more than I do. Ever heard of Snapple? I can't imagine that you haven't.
Not at this point.
You know, it's that
At
natural...
one time, that might have been a case.
Maybe you don't know what it is, but it's a natural beverage that's sweeping the country. And this isn't your everyday natural beverage either. Snapple's got it all. Great taste. So many different products like iced teas, fruit juices, fruit drinks, sodas, and sports drinks. The whole deal. And it really is on the tip of everybody's tongue, literally. No pun intended. People are just going on and on about it. The outrageous number of flavors and the fact that it's all natural and has no artificial flavors or preservatives. I think you get the idea of what this is.
You know how you don't want to listen to those other radio shows? Once you hear this show, you hear the original?
Right.
That's the way it is with Snapple. You might have thought you were drinking some natural soda, some colorless, preservative-less soda before, but once you taste Snapple, the originator...
You never want to go back.
That's right.
I agree with that analogy. All right, Snapple iced teas.
I have my theories.
Real fruit flavors like orange, lemon, raspberry, and peach. Pink lemonade, kiwi, strawberry, fruit punch, and other tongue-pleasing flavors. I love Snapple so much. I think it's a delicious, delicious drink. It's a fantastic drink. Anyway, this stuff is really tasty and good for you, too. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth. It's Snapple's teas, fruit juices, fruit drinks, sodas, sports drinks, the whole deal. It's really good stuff.
Sure running parts, motor gunning parts, fuel pumping, road pumping, brake stopping parts. Western Auto, no stranger to these parts.
Looking for an auto parts store that can give you the right part at the right price right now? Well, nobody out-hustles Western Auto to give you just that. We've got more than 100,000 parts available, 7 days a week. Parts for virtually every car and light truck on the road today, at prices nobody beats. And if by chance your part's not in stock, Western Auto can get it for you fast. Not tomorrow or next week, today. So why fool around? For serious parts at serious savings, head for Western Auto. We know what you want.
Don't wait for extreme temperatures to take their toll on your engine. Protect it now with Prestone antifreeze and coolant, formulated for all weather protection. Stock up on Prestone and save at Western Auto.
Western Auto, no stranger to these parts.
At
Jaya, I don't know what I'd do without computers. They make my life so much easier.
They scare me. No, I hate the idea of something with a plug being smarter than I am. Mike, an Amstel light, please.
An Amstel light over here, too, please. Come on, wake up. It's the 90s.
I know that.
Computers make things so productive. Everybody in my office uses them.
Well, they use them in my office, too, to play computer golf, computer poker. Yeah, that's productive.
Funny how two people can look at the same thing differently.
Computers are so advanced now, they're practically like people.
Oh, so I can look forward to a computer borrowing money from me.
To some people, Amstel Light is a great-tasting imported beer. And to others, it's a great-tasting light beer.
There's banking by computer. There's home shopping. It's so convenient. You don't have to leave the house.
Great. A world full of people who never leave the house. That's progress.
Great-tasting light beer or great-tasting imported beer. Either way, you're talking about Amstel Light. Amstel Light. Imported by Van Munching and Company, New York, New York.
How about 2 tickets to see Aerosmith at Coca-Cola Starplex for October 3rd, along with dinner for 2 at Simply Fondue? Sound cool? How about one of the new Eagle t-shirts, Pure Rock CDs and cassettes, rock videos, Eagle koozies and tattoos? I bet you want a lot of that stuff. This is the Eagles' Brad Baxter. Those are just some of the prizes I'll be giving away every 10 minutes today from 1 to 3 p.m. at Best Buy, 1330 Townies Boulevard in Mesquite. Stop by. We're going to feed you, too. We've got free Mr. Jim's Pizza and iced down West End beverages. You can also pick up the new Howard Stern bumper stickers. I'm sure you want to get one of those on your car as soon as possible. It's happening today from 1 to 3 p.m. Best Buy, 1330 Townies Boulevard in Mesquite with 97.1 The Eagle.
It's 8:21 at 97.1 The Eagle.
You're listening to the best of the Howard Stern Show on 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with a man whose ass was the high point of a major award show, Howard Stern.
And we're back with the best of Stern. Well, this time a Nigerian man was in love with Robin, and he called in one morning. Here's how it went on the best of Stern.
Boy, Gary, what is it?
I usually would never
Baba
interrupt
Booey.
the show with
Baba
something like
Booey.
this, but there's a gentleman on the phone that wants to propose to Robin, and I really think you should take this call.
Really?
It's not a celebrity. It's not a celebrity.
Right, just a guy.
Just a guy.
Off the
But
street.
we should take this call.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Robin,
boy.
I'm always curious as to who, falls in love with you. You know, a lot of people, a lot of guys do fall in love with a voice, and they fall in love with a mind, they fall in love with a body of a celebrity, and you are a celebrity, believe it or not. And you are. You are a celebrity, and this is what happens. Sometimes a fan becomes so engorged with love that he feels compelled to call. Sir, is it true you're in love with Robin? Hello?
Hello?
You say you're in love with Robin?
Yeah.
Now, be honest with me. Where have you seen Robin?
As a matter of fact, I'm a regular listener. I've been watching your program on air every weekend, and I've been seeing this girl. Believe me, I'm in love with this girl, and I will be guilty if I don't say it to her. I want to marry her.
Now, would you want to marry her because why? Because you watch her on TV and you think she's... Hello?
Hello?
I say, you have call waiting?
Yeah.
Oh, then he's a man of means.
Yeah. What do you do for a living?
I'm into business.
What kind of business?
I have a limousine running for me.
A limousine?
Yeah.
You are a limo driver?
I have one by myself. My parents drive it, but I have these guys drive it for me.
You have a guy driving a limo for you?
Yeah.
And what do you do all day?
Yeah, Ricky Ricardo.
I've been doing that before, I buy my own car. Then.
Where are you from, my Cuban friend?
I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, you're a black man?
Yeah.
You didn't know that word?
No, I thought he was Spanish.
Oh, geez. You're no good with the accent.
You mean you're an African?
Yeah, I'm African, from Nigeria, though.
And you drive you have a driver of a limo, and then this guy goes out all day, and what do you do all day?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I've been driving limo for somebody before I'll be able to save up my own money and buy my own car.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So
you drive...
today,
I see.
Like today, if I'm not, I don't feel like going for today.
How much money you make a year?
A year?
Yeah. Roughly.
I make for last year, I make like $4,000 net.
4,000 or 5,000?
Yeah, net.
Net.
Yeah.
You made $5,000
for the entire year.
45.
Well, I think you probably
45.
Oh, 45. Well, that's not bad at all for a Nigerian. And there's regular people here who can't make a living. So it shows you. Guy's enterprising, Robin. Well, how do you feel about this? The guy's in love with you. Now, what attracted you to Robin? Was it her mind or was it her body at first?
As a matter of fact, I love her body build, and I love her height because I'm tall, though. I'm 6'4".
Right, that's all right. Robin likes him tall. She likes him breathing.
That would be terrible.
Thanks, Howard.
I want to meet her. I want to give her my phone number, then we can schedule how to meet.
You know, Robin, I'm not opposed to this gentleman coming down and meeting you.
You're not,
next week. No, why not? Why can't he be allowed to say something to you? Lovely.
I just know these things always turn out badly, so.
As lovely as you are, Robin, I'm sure that you like to once in a while be courted by a wild Nigerian. What do you wear? Do you wear African garb in the streets?
No, I dress on business suits.
You do?
Yeah, every day.
Have you ever worn plates in your lips? Have you?
What tribe will I be joining?
Yeah, what tribe are you with in Nigeria?
I'm from the east. The Igbo.
The Able tribe?
Igbo. Igbo.
Igbo tribe?
Igbo, IBO.
I've heard of your people.
Will I be a queen?
You'll have your legs spread in a grass skirt. That's it, Queen Robin.
Will I have to be circumcised? That's what
What's your recipe for cooking a missionary? How's a fellow like you make it over here? I mean, with your lack of language abilities, and I mean, how do you end up in America?
Yeah, listen, let me tell you. I came over to this country on scholarship. I studied pharmacy.
Who would give you a scholarship?
I have a scholarship.
How could a limo driver from Nigeria get a scholarship? I want to know that.
Is that?
Okay, listen.
What college do you graduate from? Kunta Kinte College? What college could you possibly get a scholarship from? What college were you with?
Yeah, I went to St. John's College.
St. Joseph's?
Yeah, St. John's College.
St. John's?
Yeah.
Don't you think in order to get a scholarship, you should be able to pronounce the name of the college so people can understand it?
I'm not ashamed of my accent, okay?
No, I know you're not ashamed of it.
I'm not ashamed of my accent.
No, we're bothered by it. Everybody else is ashamed by it. Where'd you go, Hamburger College?
No, Howard, please.
I bet you went to McCollege.
If you would do me a favor.
He probably went to McCollege.
If you would do me a favor, I'm serious over this. Why not give us a chance, to prove myself?
To Robin?
Yeah.
And
how are you going to do that?
I want to meet.
You're going to kill a lion?
How old are you, my Nigerian friend?
I'm 37 years old.
37, and...
Never married, or how many wives will I be a part of?
Well, in America, he doesn't have any wives. Do you have another wife?
I don't have another wife.
Have you ever been married?
I don't have a wife in Nigeria. I don't have a wife here. But I
can imagine what he looks like. Oh, you have been married before?
I'm married before, but I don't have no
kids. Got any kids?
Nope.
Got a bone in your nose? What do you got? What kind of hair you got? You got a short cropped afro?
I have cut hair short,
short afro?
Yeah. But I have a pointed nose like the white man.
You got a pointy nose like a white man?
Yeah.
That's a good look. You know who's got that? Spike Lee has a pointy nose like a white man. He does. Did you know that?
Does?
Oh, sure he does.
I'm not thinking about Spike's nose.
Oh, yeah. Let me hear you say, yum, yum, eat 'em up.
Oh,
These guys are actually, Nigerians are the ones who boiled white people.
Is that right?
Oh,
you
yes.
know this for a fact.
I certainly do. Am I right, sir? Your people were cannibals at one point. Some of them. True or false?
Look, Howard, what
Tell
you don't understand is this.
Did you ever eat a white person?
Have you changed your diet?
Ever had sex with a white girl?
Yeah, I've been dating a white girl.
Excuse me?
I've been dating white girls.
Dipping?
No, he's been dating.
Oh, dating.
He doesn't dip anymore. He dates.
He's dipping white girls.
What's the big deal about dating a white girl?
So you're a good-looking guy. Who do you look like? Do you look like Sidney Poitier or Eddie Murphy or Arsenio?
I look like Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy a little bit? Oh, he's a nice guy.
But, I'm taller than him.
Taller, yeah. You got a shrunken head hanging from your rearview mirror? Do you?
I don't.
In your country, did you go barefoot?
Oh, no. How do you know? Those things is just 100 or 300 years ago impressions. Now, my country is...
What is your religion?
Christian. I'm Catholic.
Yeah, when were you born? What religion were you when you were born?
Catholic. My dad is a Catholic. My mom is a Catholic.
All right. All right, Tarzan.
So what's going to happen, man?
What is going to happen is this, with Robin's permission, of course. I see nothing wrong with this gentleman courting you, Robin.
Oh, thank you. you, Daddy Howard.
I don't think there's anything wrong with him coming down and at least meeting you, and you can look him over. Why not give him a chance? What's wrong with him?
Howard, I'll be very grateful for you if you can do that for me.
I'm going to allow this very rarely.
Well, he can come and visit you all he wants. You can invite anybody to the studio you want.
Right. And certainly you will be allowed to woo Robin in any fashion you want. Within reason. I won't let you touch her.
No, I'm not going to.
What's your first name there?
Michael.
Michael?
Yeah.
What is your Nigerian name?
My Nigerian name is Isaac Wesley.
Say it again?
Isaac Wesley.
Isaac Wesley?
Yeah, Isaac Wesley. I have a lot of white friends that pronounce it very well. Like my former director, Tom Glickens.
What are you? I don't know one thing you say. What did he just say, Rob?
I don't know.
Something about licking.
I said I got a white friend like Tom Glickens.
You know what it is? I want to look at you and see what configuration your mouth is in that produces these sounds.
Look, Howard, if you want to see me.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think you're in love with me?
You know what?
That's the only problem I have.
Isn't that silly?
You're in love with me.
What it is? You see her on TV and you get very attracted to her?
I love the way she dresses up. I love her, haircut. I love her figure. And I love what makes me mad for her is the way she talk on phone and the way she talk on air.
Yeah.
I'm mad for this lady, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to know something? You sound sincere. You really do sound sincere, like you're in love.
I'm in love with this girl, but I just don't want to make a fool of myself over it. I just want to call you and let you know this.
Yeah, I see.
Simple. I don't see any.
Robin, you gotta get a little woozy when you imagine that huge, wild, uncircumcised African anteater in his pants. Do you have a? Tell me something. Do you jungle boys really know how to make love? You are a jungle man.
We're not jungle men.
You're a jungle man. You could be Robin the jungle man. Imagine him hopping all over your room. Ever make love in a tree? Huh? Do you dance naked and drink pig's blood by the moon?
Howard, no. Let's not make fun of this.
No, seriously. You ever make love in a tree? You ever jump up in a tree?
No, we no monkeys. You calling us monkeys or what?
Well, you sound like a sincere guy.
You sure you don't look like Shaka Zulu?
Yeah. No, do you? In other words, are you very chocolatey black?
I'm brown.
You're brown? Are you dark, deep brown?
Yeah.
Are you saying that I would have an objection to that?
I'm just trying to get a sense of what he looks like. So you're very deep, dark brown.
Yeah.
And you got very white teeth?
I have a very white teeth. Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like a good catch to me.
I have, a bug.
Have you ever carried a spear?
You have a what?
A what?
I have a big eyes.
Big eyes?
As a matter of fact, if you want to see my picture,
if you got a big eyes.
I send you
have
my
big eyes?
picture.
Well, I'll bet you do. I have seen you fellows. You definitely have a big eye.
All right, so you, did you ever carry a spear? Seriously, in Africa?
You didn't have to kill a lion to prove your manhood.
No, listen, let me
Did you ever carry a spear, yes or no?
You want to know about me?
Did you ever carry a spear?
Nope.
And you're from Africa?
Yep.
See, if I was going to be with an African, it would be one of the spear-carrying.
A spear-carrying African. A real African.
No.
And you think you're better than American blacks, don't you? Tell the truth now.
Okay, Howard, thank you for this question. I was listening to you today. I was with one guy today. You were saying that,
American blacks.
I was so impressed that I don't even know that. I was so impressed for you that you could.
Sir, I'm going to tell you something about your pattern of speech. If you go into a long dialogue, no one knows what you're saying. I'm going to tell you that right now.
You got to make your answer short.
I want to short. Do you, yes or no, think that you are better than American blacks because you grew up in Africa?
Definitely.
You do, right?
We do.
I know you do. Because
you want me to substantiate my reasons?
What?
Might have been a curse. Who knows? I'm going to tell you something. I grew up in a black neighborhood. I know Africans. I know Jamaicans. I know regular American blacks. And there is not a one of you who comes from outside the United States who doesn't think he's better than American blacks. In fact, you don't even like being called an American black, right?
At all. We love to be called Africans.
What do you think of American blacks?
They got to get serious.
Right.
They have to be serious-minded and stop being white.
And
You know,
what?
they have
Stop
to
being what?
Wide.
Wide?
Yeah. They have to get civil. You know, you can
I'm telling you, I know that the Jamaicans think that they are not American black. They think they are
But
better.
the Africans think they're better than the Jamaicans, too.
Oh, yeah, Africans number one. Hey, you ever rape a giraffe?
I wonder what sounds they make.
I have that on tape, Robin.
So say it again.
Ever wrestle a crocodile?
Nope. So,
do you ever go to the zoo when you're feeling nostalgic? Have you ever been to the zoo?
Yeah, I've been to zoo.
All right, listen, I tell you something. I like you. I like you, my wild man.
I like you, too.
I like you wild man. I like what you are about. I think you're a very honest guy when you say that you think you're superior to American blacks. I happen to know about this in the black community. I know that there's constant arguing and bickering over who's better. And I am willing to let you meet Robin.
I'll be very
I have no problem with that as long as Robin...
What we're willing to do is allow him to come to the studio.
Most certainly. Why not? Why not? Why shouldn't he be allowed to try and charm you, Robin?
Oh, okay, excuse me, Howard.
Yes. Yes,
Coming to the studio, I don't have problem about that.
Yes.
Okay?
All right, well, what...
If Robin's going to say, like, you know, if you want to meet me, like... We're going to have a rendezvous, like...
Listen to me. A rendezvous, he says. Yeah. All right, listen to me. Wear your best nose ring. You come down here. Don't jump ahead of yourself. Let Robin look you over and see if she's attracted. Stop with... Already he wants a date.
Yeah, you think I'm going to meet a total stranger?
Yeah. There could be a good argument made that you're just trying to stay in this country permanently by marrying Robin and taking all our money. Now, you hold on and just stop jumping ahead.
Howard, let me tell you this.
No, I've had enough.
Let me tell you this. I got my papers.
Yeah.
I have my green card as far back as 7 years ago.
All right. Well, hold on. All right, hold on.
So I don't even think they're gonna hold.
All right. Why don't you hold on? Why don't you hold on? All right.
Okay.
All right, Romeo. Hold on. That's right. It's Romeo. Robin, you'll be meeting your dream man next week.
Well, gee, thank you, Howard.
We'll go arrange that right now.
You're listening to a man who hires people with speech impediments. Sight unseen. Howard Stern. It's the best of Stern on 97.1 The Eagle.
8:37 at 97.1 The Eagle. I'm Les Colinas checking the weather forecast. Mostly cloudy with a 70% chance of showers or thunderstorms. High today, 86. At the moment, 73 at 97.1 The Eagle. Let's check traffic now for Innovative Office Systems. In Dallas, 3 accidents. One's at Lemon Avenue at Inwood, another at Harry Hines and Motor. Also, Inwood Road at Lupo, that's south of Irving Boulevard, just before the viaduct. Also got a signal malfunction in Dallas, Arapahoe at Dallas Parkway. Fort Worth, no accidents. Irving got one eastbound 114 John Carpenter Freeway at Walnut Hill Lane. The center lane blocked by one car involved in the wreck. The remaining cars are on the shoulders. Traffic is slow from Freeport Parkway. A tow truck is on the scene. Also bang-ups at Valley View at 114 John Carpenter Freeway and MacArthur at 183 Airport Freeway near Texaco. In Plano, a bus fire. Tennyson Parkway at Preston Road, and in Garland, an accident at Sam Houston and Buckingham Road. That's traffic. I'm Les Colinas on the Eagle.
Want a copier that makes spectacular color copies? See the Canon CLC at Innovative Office Systems. You want to see a colorful spectacle? See the Ford Grand Prix of Dallas. September 16th. Call 239-7749.
This Sunday night after football, Fox introduces the most exciting player of all.
Who are you?
Carlton Dial. He's got incredible speed. He's got great hands. And in a clutch situation,
You really know how to impress a girl.
he always comes up big.
Well, the size of a man's gun is important. That's how he uses it.
Fortune Hunter. Series premiere Sunday at 7, 6 Central. Part of Fox's Super Sunday. And tonight, by day, Dr. Miles Hawkins is a brilliant man of science. But when darkness falls, he becomes the ultimate force against evil.
Let her go. What are you? Do it now.
Justice has a new name.
Call me the Mantis.
Catch an all-new episode of Mantis, followed by The X-Files, tonight on Fox.
Catch an exciting night of television. Don't miss Mantis tonight at 7 p.m. on KDAF Fox 33.
Chances are you're in your car right now. Look around you. Now, one of those dopes behind the wheel may be about to try to turn you into road pizza. Well, if or when you are violated on the road and there's a personal injury involved, who are you going to call? Who is it you're going to call? Don't just don't sit there in your car and take it. You have rights, you know. Call attorney Brian Loncar. That's right. Brian Loncar of the law firm Loncar and Associates at 1-800-285-HURT, H-U-R-T, and let him explain your legal rights. Your attorney, Brian Loncar, will answer all of your questions about what you legally have coming to you if you've been injured in a car accident that wasn't your fault. Questions like who will pay for the damage to your car, temporary transportation, doctor's visits, medical bills, lost wages, recovery for pain and suffering, and a lot more you need to know. So don't wait till it's too late. Take action now to get what you legally have coming to you. For a free consultation, call Loncar and Associates today at 1-800-285-HURT. Try to remember that number. And not even know you're hurt. You know you don't know when you're hurt? You know I was hurt yesterday, I didn't know it, but I called Loncar and they told me I was hurt? No, they would never do that. You really have to legitimately be hurt in an accident, but you do want to speak to Loncar. Loncar and Associates, they're large enough to handle the most complicated injury case, but small enough to care about each individual client. You'll like dealing with Loncar and Associates in Dallas at 1-800-285-HURT, H-U-R-T.
All attorneys are fully licensed for the practice of law by the state of Texas, not certified by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization.
And we're back with Car Phone Call in. You're in your car and on the air. What's your name and where the heck are you?
Hey, Bob, it's Dan.
Dan, what are you, a giant panda?
Come on, Bob, you know me, Dan, the pizza man.
Oh, Dan, sure, you got those cars that look like the giant pepperoni?
That's my problem, Bob. We're pretty rough on, you know, a lot of short trips, stop and go driving. You think we need an engine treatment?
Yeah, if you're going to keep driving them that way, you do.
So, what do I need?
You need startup protection, Dan. You need Slick 50.
Slick 50, yeah, I heard they were good.
Best-selling engine treatment you can buy. Cuts engine wear almost in half for 50,000 miles. Lab test proven. Now, what kind of topping you want?
Topping?
Well, you got your basic Slick 50 automotive engine formula.
Yeah.
Then you got high-performance engine formula for people who push their cars a little harder.
Yeah.
And my personal favorite, new Slick 50 synthetic engine formula in a premium synthetic carrier oil.
Right, you have to say.
You get proven protection with all of them, Dan. It's strictly a matter of faith.
Wow, I'll take them all. Do you deliver?
Within a certain area, yeah.
Slick 50 products are available at Pet Boys, Hilo, Ace Hardware, and Venture.
How come Heineken never uses our ideas for their commercials?
Because our ideas stink.
Shh, not too loud.
Yeah, okay. Well, this time I got a winner.
A winner?
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking maybe we use the chairman as a spokesperson.
The chairman is a spokesperson?
Yeah, not the real chairman.
No.
He hates being on TV.
As I recall, he hates us, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we'll get an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a tall, distinguished, grain around the temples kind of guy.
No. More of an everyman. You know, shorter.
Yeah, short, yet with stature.
Confident, yet humble.
Yeah.
Should he have an accent?
Why an accent?
Well, Heineken's an imported beer.
Oh, hey, we could film it in Europe.
In Europe.
Road trip. Nah. No, come on. What should he talk about?
You should talk about Heineken.
Yeah, but talking about Heineken just seems so... What's the word?
Obvious.
Bingo.
No message from the chairman. That doesn't make a beer taste better. So it's certainly not what made Heineken the #1 imported beer in America. You think maybe he should be bald?
Yeah, bald but with hair.
How do we do that?
It's advertising. We can do anything.
Heineken. Just being the best is enough. Imported by Van Munching and Company, New York, New York.
Iowa. Oh, this is great. Iowa makes a thing. You know about the Iowa...
I wish I had heard this new sound.
I know. The Iowa Mini System.
Freddie and I had the demo on this. Freddie, Stutter, and John and I had the demo on this the other day.
The Iowa 4000?
Yes.
Sounds incredible.
Front surround sound. Speaker cabinets containing 2 additional speakers angled out at 35 degrees off center as well as 9 degrees upward. Now, what does that mean to you?
Does that look different?
It doesn't really look different, does it?
The speakers are still small. It's still a small system, but you can see it's got a lot going on.
But it directs the sound out and around it as well as at you, so it's coming from all around, and this eliminates the need to buy expensive additional rear speakers.
See, I had to do that because this didn't exist.
Well, you ought to get the NSX 4000 because it also features DSP digital signal processing. Digital signal processing. And what this does, it eliminates the need for a separate equalizer.
No, see, I had to do that too.
You just press a button for the type of music you're listening to, and the DSP feature accurately adjusts the NSX 4000 mini system to match the sound. You'll love it. The NSX 4000 also puts out 30 watts per channel. Fully remote. It's great. And if you want a free Iowa catalog, I suggest you get this. It's a really nice catalog. Comes to you free.
I got to get this.
Howard,
what?
I was just going to say, the price on this thing is probably what it would cost to get a good pair of speakers for the entire system.
And then you get a whole system. It's got the CD. It's got everything. How many CDs does it play?
It plays 3.
3. And you can change one while the other 2 play. But we can change 2 while the other one plays.
That's right.
And if you want the number for the catalog free, 1-800-BUY-AIWA, extension 311.
Every great band started in a garage. Ticketmaster, in association with Musician Magazine and Discover Card, has managed to lure a few of Dallas-Fort Worth's best aspiring musicians out of that garage. Thursday, September 15th, Spirits of Innocence, Stink Bug, Stranger Than Fiction, Love Swing, and The Unknown all take the stage at Trees as part of the 1994 Ticketmaster Music Showcase. Tickets are just $1.97, available only at Ticketmaster Ticket Centers and at the door. Special thanks to Brooke May's Pro Shop, sponsored locally by Buddy Magazine and 97.1 The Eagle. Where it's 8:45.
It's the best of Stern on 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
And we're back with the best of Stern. Well, recently, porn star Savannah took her own life. Here's an interview that Howard did with her back in August of 1992 on the best of Stern.
Let's bring in porno star Savannah.
Well, she's sitting out there.
Yeah, I am not familiar with her work. I have never heard of her, actually, until that thing with Guns N' Roses in the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
She was doing Slash in the middle of a bar.
Well, he says that didn't happen.
Yeah. He says it didn't happen. He called in to correct all that. Here she is, Savannah. Wow, you're hot. Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely would. How do they get good-looking girls? You know, I always say, how do they get good-looking girls to do porno movies?
Well, here's a girl you can ask.
Yeah, how do they get good-looking girls? I mean, you could have any guy you want.
Well, let her get settled, Howard.
What's the deal? I mean, obviously, you've never had trouble getting men, right?
No.
No, I mean, not when you're this cute. And in terms of making money, you could have married a really rich guy. I mean, you could have.
Who says I'm not going to now, though? I could still.
Yeah, but why be in porno movie? I mean, you're actually doing guys in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the wildest. Look at you. What's your measurement?
36, 24, 34.
But you got a good enough face to model. I mean, you're not an ugly girl. You know, it used to be when I used to rent Stag Films. When I used to get a hold of Stag Films when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
The girls were always like kind of chubby and. What, do you got a cold?
No.
Oh.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah? How do you know you're fine?
Because I look fine.
Yeah.
I feel fine. I'm fine.
That's good enough for me. It's true. You are fine. You're very fine.
Thank you.
But my point is, okay, that I'm already aroused.
Oh, you.
Yeah, because what are you wearing there? What do you call that? Like it's like a lingerie thing or something?
No, it's a little jumpsuit. That's what I'm going to wear on Joan Rivers.
Stand up. Let me see. See your jumpsuit. You enjoy men, huh?
Uh-huh.
But it's got like little bikini panties or something.
These are tights.
Wish you could take your tights off. I'd like to see your bare legs.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have to wear tights?
Well, I don't know, because I didn't want to be walking around the street like that.
Oh, I see. You want to walk around the street like this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the sexiest outfit you ever saw, Robin?
That's very sexy.